106.1 megahertz. So Chelsea, they start with Robert Sanchez in post. Malo Gusto, Wesley Fofana, Trevor Chalobah, and Marc Cucurella are the back four. Reece James is in midfield, where he partners Moses Caicedo. Esteval William, Enzo Fernandez, and Pedro Neto are in support of Joao Pedro, who's playing up front. For the Arsenal, David Raya is in post, Ricardo Calafiori at left back, Hincapié and Mosquera in the center of defense, and Julian Timber at right back. Declan Rice, will he rise to the occasion today as he does all the time? Partners Zubimendi and Eberechi Eze in the middle. Gabi Martinelli, Mikel Merino, and Bukayo Saka are up front. I mean, a lot of people would notice first off that the central defensive pairing is a brand new one. Two players that came in during the summer, Hincapié from Bayer Leverkusen and Mosquera from Valencia. They are partnering each other for the very first time. Do you think there'll be some jitters in there?
Ateta, for instance, Ateta and then this new guy, Better. They don't go in for players for the sake of the players available. They do proper scouting. I mean, we've all seen the results of what they have done in the past few months. And going to the game without Saliba, honestly, I was feeling a bit somewhere individually. Mosquera and Saliba have played very well. Mosquera and then Gabriel have played very well. Hincapié and Saliba have played very well. We are all now about to see both Mosquera and Hincapié. Individually, they are brilliant players. Hincapié is the beast we know of Gabriel, and then Mosquera plays the Saliba type of football. He controls from the back and all that. So let's see how it goes, but I hope and believe, based on the individual performances, it's going to go very well because it's just Chelsea.
Absolutely, yeah. So Gamel says it's just Chelsea. I don't know if Eric thinks so as well. Eric is one of our very ardent callers on Sport FM. Eric, do you think it's just Chelsea, or you feel this Chelsea team will give a very formidable challenge to Arsenal?
Yes. I think they will give a very formidable challenge to us. I think they'll give a very formidable challenge to us because they played against Barcelona, who is one of the best in the world, midweek after defeating them, so their morale will be high. Moreover, Mosquera and Hincapié have never played such a high-tension game in the Premier League. So at least they will be feeling some nervous whilst they start. So I'm just hoping that the first 20 minutes, how they can stand the test of time when the Chelsea players are putting on pressure against them.
Absolutely, yeah. So that's Eric. Now let's go to Winston Michaels. Winston Michaels is here for the Blues, who he feels have got a lot of clues lately, outwitting a lot of opponents. And Winston Michaels, you've seen your Chelsea lineup. Esteval starts on the left. People have been more or less campaigning for him to start some of these big games. He proved against Barcelona that he has what it takes. Chelsea lineup, is it one that you feel has what it takes to get one over Arsenal at home?
I hope so. I certainly hope so. With the Esteval move, I wasn't one of them who were advocating for games. The reason being, I believe Maresca has managed him quite brilliantly. I believe for a game like this, one thing that worried me for a game like this is the physicality of Arsenal. I think that's one thing Chelsea lack. In the transfer window, I think they need to find a way to get a physical set of players amongst this team, just for that physical battle. I think the only one who is fully equipped for that is Caicedo in the middle. And at times, Enzo Fernandez can hold his own because, the Argentine brand of football is very physical. But with Esteval, this is not to say he's weak, but he's a young chap who doesn't have a lot of muscle. Now still adjusting to the physicality of the league. Now, I know people say, what are you talking about? He has scored goals, he has been playing well, but I don't believe he's come up against a team quite as formidable as Arsenal. Let me say that.
Came up against Liverpool, came up against Barcelona.
Again.
Etc.
Again.
He came up against West Ham, who are very physical.
Those are very good teams, but they are not quite as physical as Arsenal. If I was to liken Arsenal's physicality, I would say a team like Newcastle United. That's a very physical team, a very imposing team that can really, really take you off your game. I'm interested to see how he does today. But it worries me a little bit about Esteval, because when I look at that side, you have Declan Rice. On that side, you have Ricardo Calafiori, who has been having an amazing season this season. You see that the Arsenal team, and then of course you have Zubimendi in the middle, who drifts either side of left and right, just to sort of shore up the spaces left by Declan Rice, where Declan Rice moves forward. So it'll be quite interesting to see how young Esteval fares against this team. I still have confidence in Chelsea, though.
Absolutely, Winston has absolute confidence in Chelsea. Dede is here. She had a lot of confidence as well to wear her Man U jersey. Beautiful pink hair she's got on. Dede, how are you?
I'm good, General.
It's always good to have you here. Your team won. You're excited.
Yes.
But don't worry, today we are not here for you, your team.
No.
For Manchester United, we're here for Chelsea and Arsenal. You are one in the middle. We've spoken to Chelsea fans and Arsenal fans. You are one in the middle, so it means you have a bird's eye view objectively. Going into this game, where do you think it will be won and lost?
I think they would overthink it, especially in the first half. It's going to be a game of trying to get control. Who wants to steady? Who wants to take the first? It will be a game won on who decides to take the first initiative. You take chances, and if you win, you do. If it pays off, you do win. But if not, we might have a boring game on our hands. I'm predicting that everybody will try to, because I think those are the two informed teams in the league currently, the first and second place team, if I'm not mistaken.
Man City are second.
Oh, Man City are second. So if Chelsea plays well, yes. But let's see what will happen. Let's see.
They said we should see what would happen, and that's what we're here for. At the ANC corner, if you can hear my voice, you can join us right here. It's going to be an absolute football extravaganza. Arsenal come up against Chelsea. It will be a big game, and we would have an opportunity to speak to you as well. But Winston Michaels, one of the biggest raging debates that has been ongoing over the last couple of weeks or so has been that one about the two midfield generals, Moises Caicedo and Declan Rice. There's been a big debate. Some people said Declan is better. People said Moises is better. People say they play in different positions, etc., etc. But however you look at it, both of them have had a very, very, very telling impact on the way their teams play. Would it be a direct battle between the two in this particular game?
Absolutely. I do believe it will be. That's where I believe the game will be won, actually, in the midfield. Whoever is able to outplay the other, that is where the game will be won for this one. It's a very tough midfield if you look at it. It's very balanced as well on the Arsenal side. Declan Rice being that box-to-box presence. You have Zubimendi, who can also, be a threat. He's also very good at covering. Like I mentioned earlier, he's covering the spaces. Good at the game quite well. He and the likes of Mikel Merino, they play a lot like their manager. So they mirror a lot of his attributes from when he played as a player, Mikel Arteta. So you can tell why he absolutely loves these two players and why he recruited them into this fray. On the other side, you have the unpredictability of Eberechi Eze, who has taken to Arsenal like a duck to water. He's just been phenomenal, and absolutely he's going to command that midfield. So I mean, the fact that when you look at the Chelsea side of things, Reece James is in the mix of this. It will be a very tough battle, especially in terms of physicality and control. Whether or not Reece James, for me, even though he has been playing that position, it has been a bit of question marks in my opinion. Sometimes he gets it right. Sometimes I also see him make some mistakes that if you face a very good team, they will make it count against you. So I hope today that Reece James is as solid as he has been so far. But yes, the game will be won in that midfield, and whoever comes out on top, I believe Arsenal has the physicality advantage. But let's see where it goes.
Absolutely, let's see where it goes. And we're going to see what people think as well in and around the ANC corner. Kobe Perry is on hand to sample views and get predictions. We are about 10 minutes to kick off. What should we expect? Copy Perry,
Of
like
course.
they used to stay, over to you, Joe Lanty.
Sure. So this is my most exciting part of every viewing part, where people get to brag and eventually at the end of the day, they would want to change their views. A serial caller on Sporty FM. A serial caller on 2-4. I'm so glad that you are here with me today because I know what you can say. So what do you think about this particular match?
So before I start talking, I want to tell everyone, you know, us now, like they are bragging, they go like we there from. I'm from no numbers from one.
So you try to talk say the Arsenal from.
See, then they from. Today we go show them say the form one. From the way the form one say if you not be senior, be the lower the
One.
swear down.
Hey Charlie, the way they up there, calm down. This is the best defensive team in the world.
And what happened to them when they met? How do you call it? Oh, Sunderland. What happened to them?
The last time
I'll be back here definitely at the end of the game. I'll be back here. I have a league of Chelsea fans here. Sir, what are your reactions for this particular game?
I see Chelsea winning by 2-1.
You see yourself scoring 2 goals against the best defensive team in the world.
Arsenal look very solid, but I see Chelsea scoring them 2-1. Their best take at Stamford Bridge today is a draw, but that will not even happen.
Arsenal's best take is a draw, but that will not even happen. We did. I've been here with you guys before. All right. What do you think? What are your takes on the game?
I think this game is going to be a draw game.
It's going to be a draw game. Finally, I'm getting some realistic reactions.
It's going to be a draw. Both teams are going to score.
So a scoring draw, either 1-1 or 2-2.
It's going to be 1-1 or 2-2. But by all means, if anything is surprising, then Chelsea will take it.
If there's any surprise, then Chelsea would have to win the game.
So Arsenal, they should just forget about it.
Arsenal should just forget about it. All right. So I think I'm in a company of some Arsenal fans. I would like to get your reactions. The Chelsea fans have said they have had their take. Sir, what do you think about this particular game?
These guys, they talk too much, so let the game begin. First 20 minutes will determine the full time score. Okay?
So, very, very insightful talk. He said the first 20 minutes of this particular game would decide the entire game. All right? I don't have a problem. All right. Still getting some reactions. I have a beautiful damsel here. Hello.
No.
Hello. Just say hi. Hello.
Hi.
Are you an Arsenal fan? I can see you repping Arsenal, Jesse.
Yes, I am.
Do you think Arsenal will win this particular game?
Yes, they will.
Anytime goal scorers. Who do you think will score a goal today?
Arsenal.
Like who? Which particular player?
Saka.
Okay, Saka. Right. We're still getting some reactions from. Hello, sir. What are your thoughts about this particular game, sir?
Arsenal will win the match.
Arsenal to win.
Arsenal to win.
Scores.
2-1 for Arsenal.
2-1 first half predictions or the game?
End of the game.
Wow. As you can hear from the fan reactions, they are very, very positive, especially the Arsenal fans. They are very positive that they will win this particular game. Hello, sir.
I am.
What's your name? Kanda. Who are you supporting in this particular game today? Chelsea. You're a Chelsea fan. What about you, sir? Chelsea. Who do you think will win this particular game for Chelsea?
You'll be called.
Will be called. Which player should we look out for in this particular game?
Palmer.
Cole Palmer. All right. So he says Cole Palmer is coming back and it will be cold tonight. He said Cole Palmer is coming back and it will be cold tonight. So that's just the warning from the Chelsea fans. Hello, sir.
Hello.
All right. Your predictions for this particular game?
2-1 against Chelsea.
2-1 against Chelsea. Definitely an Arsenal fan, right?
Yes.
Which players should we look out for in this Arsenal setup today?
For the players, I think everybody will be ready to play. So far as the coach is willing to put them on the pitch, So we should look out for every player, and I'm sure there will be wonderful things happening in the game today.
All right, so full-time prediction.
Yeah, 2-1.
2-1. All right, sure. Hello, sir. I want to give you a perspective on this particular one. There are some key players in your Arsenal setup who are not starting this particular game. Significantly, Gabriel. Why do you think that is so?
I think maybe because of load, maybe more game time, so that's what caused it.
Oh, but they'll probably warm him up into the games as he comes back, right?
Yeah. It will be a very long injury, but that's why they build this squad. You can see we have a lot.
Yes, obviously Arsenal has one of the best squads in the English Premier League. All right, in the whole Europe. Hey, Charlie, I like the vibes.
Our bench is someone first 11.
So from the Arsenal fans, they say they are benching someone's first 11. I can agree with that. As a Manchester United fan, I can agree with that.
Because if you see the Arsenal lineup, you can see their number one striker is not in the game.
Obviously, Victor Gyökeres is not in this particular lineup.
Yeah, and Merino is the one striking. Even at the left side, you can see Trossard has been the one who has been playing more games this season. But because of injury, Matley has come and done very well this season. In all the games that he's come from the bench, he has contributed to a goal from the game that he come on. So I think it will be a very...
Wow, so glorious scenes coming from Stamford Bridge. The tifos are up, smoke screens everywhere. The bridge is active. It's about to go down. I want to get this last reaction from this beautiful dame. Say hello.
Hi.
Your name, please.
Victoria.
You are here to enjoy the game as well, right?
Yeah, but neutral.
You're neutral. You are just here for the agenda.
Yes.
Which team are you supporting?
I'm neutral. I'm wearing blue and red.
So you are on both teams. But which team do you originally support?
When I was a kid, Chelsea. But now I'm neutral.
So I can say this is a panicking Chelsea fan. A panicking Chelsea fan. Yes. We'll definitely have to get back to the general. You could hear the reaction.
Absolutely. Amazing. And we are still here at the ANC corner. It is about to get lit. Chelsea up against Arsenal, and the players are out on the pitch. It is a very, very, very tense atmosphere at the Stamford Bridge. Arsenal fans are optimistic. Chelsea fans are optimistic as well. We are going into this game, and we will be walking you through every single step of it right here at the ANC corner on Sporty 106.1 megahertz on your radio as well. I'm going to go around the table very quickly for predictions before the game starts. And I'll start with you, Eric. What are your predictions going into this one?
Okay, but for the defensive lineup that has changed, I'm going for 2-1.
So Eric says 2-1. I've been joined by a rich celebrity as well. And he said Madueke to score. Wow, okay, let's see. Cole, Charlie, how you doing, boss? So quick predictions before we go into the game.
Where do you want me to predict from, my head or my heart? Well, my head tells me it's going to be a draw, and my heart tells me we are wiping Chelsea with a floor.
But you didn't give me a score line.
It's going to be 1-1. 1-1, yeah. From my head, and 3-0 from my heart.
So Cole said it's going to be 1-1 from his head and 3-0 from his heart. Winston Michaels, what are you looking at?
I'm going for either 2-1 or 2-0 in favor of Chelsea.
Choose one, please.
You know what? I'll give Arsenal a go. So how about 2-1?
2-1. Do you give us a hint on who you think one of the goal scorers might be?
I think this game is poised for a Enzo Fernandez goal, Old Palmer finish.
Your predictions?
I'm going for a 2-2 draw. I think it's going to be a draw.
Hello?
No winners in this one.
So Dede thinks it's going to be a draw, and we are still here at the ANC corner for the Ultimate Watch Party, and the game is just about to kick off. The Arsenal players in between themselves are giving each other confidence. David Raya, who, ever since he came into that lineup, has been absolutely phenomenal. Kelvin Oswansa is here as well. International rich sports journalist Kelvin Oswansa. Kelvin, you are a very strong Arsenal fan.
Yeah. I'm a Ghana.
The Ghanaians.
A true one.
2-1.
Yes. This game is a 3 Arsenal.
They're Gunners.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a Madueke goal like Eric said?
I'll be glad, but I want Saka and Eze to score.
The 2 Nigerian boys.
Yeah, I want them to
Saka
score.
and Eberechi Eze.
Yeah. I want them to score.
Amazing. So Kelvin also said Saka, and so the game has kicked off. Long ball forward from the Arsenal. Can they get one in? Kelvin, take us away with this one. So the ball goes forward, and Arsenal have on the right side, and we are about to see what they'll do with it. They are not going to do a long throw. Set piece FC. They said now if you are watching Arsenal,
when you talk about set piece, it's part of football. It's part of football.
No, they say if you're watching Arsenal games, you have to be playing corner. Corner.
Corner. Yeah, then DJ, please get corner ready. We'll play it again.
Corner.
It's quite interesting to see these two managers very much pragmatic. Arteta, Enzo Maresca. And we saw that from Maresca during that game against Barcelona early last week. So we just hope that maybe this could be another game where his pragmatism could work. But Arsenal having deficiencies at the back could hurt them because Chelsea are playing with a direct forward today instead of, the entire wingers or outside forwards they played with last time. I don't know, Cole, how you feel about, Arsenal without Gabriel and then Saliba in this particular game.
And the intentions have been made very clear from the onset by Chelsea, where João Pedro is sitting on a defender. Now, the very first incursion or interaction between Mosquera and João was a clash, and one was on the ground. So the tone has been set. And Maresca, as a tactical genius, I have that respect for him, has set the ball rolling. And if Arsenal will fail, it will be because there's an unfamiliar centre-back pairing over there.
Absolutely, there's an unfamiliar centre-back pairing right over there. Hincapié and Mosquera have not played together before. Maybe they have in training when they're doing...
I think they've played, there was one match that the two finished together.
Okay.
There was one particular game, the two had to finish that game
definitely.
together.
Cucurella clatters into Saka.
Oh my
And
goodness.
the referee whistles for a foul, and he's saying no, that is not a foul. But how key will he be to Chelsea's surge in this one?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, today Saka and the rest will be introduced to the Cucurella Penitentiary. It has been locking up the very best of Europe, and today will just be another.
But because there's on most days, because it's early in the game, it would have easily passed for a yellow card.
Absolutely.
I think he's getting overzealous with the applause of him, performing better against some very good last, 12 months, And we saw his earlier post with himself and Saka's picture, who is next. But maybe Saka can get the better out of him today.
Absolutely, and Chelsea will be hoping that's not a corner, and it is not a corner. The Arsenal fans are laughing, because now when the ball goes out for a corner, it feels like a penalty, doesn't it?
Well, the threat is there. It's evidently there. And I don't know whether that claim was true. Did they actually shift the advertising?
No, I think it was a very old video from the COVID times.
Okay, but Arsenal
conspiracy theories.
Yeah, Arsenal proves that the opportunity for set pieces is used. And I don't know why other teams are also not learning from the strategy. I don't know whether they would be bashed for copying Arsenal, but it's working for them. So why don't they use it?
It's not that they are not using it. They can't perfect it like Arsenal is doing. That is why they are complaining. When they score from set pieces, do they complain? They don't. It's just envy and jealousy. Let them go.
Declan, the first glimpse of that battle between Declan Rice and Moses Caicedo is on our screens, and Moses Caicedo is breached this particular time, but illegally, by Declan Rice. And Mikel Merino is peacemaker in there. But I mean, it will be a great battle, Didi. Are you looking forward to seeing it?
Yes, I am. I'm looking forward to. I think we'll have more of these circles coming in because they're all trying to prove a point that they are. But that reaction,
that's a yellow card. That's a yellow card. He's just paid him.
Absolutely. Chelsea with the ball at the back. Goes to the right side to Wesley Fofana. He goes and finds Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto in the middle to Moses Caicedo. Tags one forward. Reece James does it fantastically. And that will be a free kick, I'm sure. because Reece James was snatched off the ball. But the referee is having nothing to do with it. I mean, you look at the game, and that's the first yellow card to Martin Zubimendi. Kelvin has quite a lot to say. Too early, we said. We've seen very, very harsh tackles with no yellow cards. I mean, the referee shouldn't be flashing a yellow card for that.
How is this a yellow card? But the push on Merino, not a yellow card.
Absolutely not.
Let
me comment on the Merino one.
It's the inconsistent officiating in games that makes us not complain. Because how do you fall for this and give?
Let me comment on the Merino one.
He's supposed to be a DM. We expect him to allow James to just move on. When someone had actually put someone off the ball, which is a more serious offense. You
Kelvin,
get it? Because
I agree with you.
In football, off the ball offense is even greater.
No, listen,
or it's worse than being on the ball.
I agree with you, but Kelvin,
inconsistency.
Kelvin, I also want you to understand something. Standing in front of a ball and delaying what they call a restart is also a yellow card offense.
He did not stand in
yes,
front
he did.
of the ball.
He intentionally did that. We saw it.
But
he intentionally did that.
Let me put this in very clear context, Winston and Kelvin. You see, it's about the fact that there were two potential yellow card offenses. One of them was given and one of them was not. Because we intimated that it was early in the game. But then again, let's see, the ball is going forward. And Chelsea are pressing very hard as they can. But I mean, Kelvin, it was two yellow card offenses. The Cucurella tackle could have easily been a yellow card. That was a yellow card as well. But Winston, probably because it's early in the game.
The Moises Caicedo push on Merino was also a yellow card. You get it?
Replay. So you see
get it.
Merino's
So
positioning
if you escape or if you deny giving Arsenal an advantage of those two yellow cards, and you come back and give Arsenal a yellow card for that foul.
The game is getting very physical. Ball at the back. Trevor Chalobah. He goes all the way to the right. Finds nobody in particular. But I mean, what have you made of the game so far?
Look, it's early to be showing cards. I do not agree with in the first 6 minutes. It ruins the game because now both teams are on edge. Everybody is looking to tone it down a bit, and that's not the kind of game we want. The referee should exercise caution, at least just let the game go on for a bit. Away, then you show a caution, maybe around the 20th mark, 25th. 6 minutes a bit too early. So I mean,
I think that's a very
so that will be a throw into Chelsea.
Yeah, that's a very
and Julian Timber is demonstrating, but that was clearly a body check from Moises Caicedo. We'll take a look at the replay. This is a body check from Caicedo. The linesman was right there. He said nothing doing. But the crowd is going crazy because there's a lot of debates in there. But crowd, do you think that was a foul?
No, I don't think it's a foul because of the stakes in this game. My brother was making a point about the yellow cards that have been dished so far, and a case in point comes in so vividly. The World Cup final in 2010, when you saw a De Jong stamp even on the chest of
that was a kung fu kick.
Very good, but to maintain the stature of the game, all right, there was no card. So I thought the Zubimendi's yellow card was out of sorts, but that tells you the stakes in this game. Therefore, the ref is not supposed to take center stage and must calm down and ensure that the game is enjoyed.
I think he's trying to put some calm to the game because it's been everywhere. So he's trying to show that he's in control of the game. If not, the game goes away from him.
The game there, it won't be in his control, Anthony Taylor.
But Arsenal in control of the possession. Ball at the back. Mosquera and Hincapie interchanging passes. Arsenal looking for openings. Chelsea watertight as well. Can they find that incursion? 8 minutes on the clock. It is Arsenal 0, Chelsea 0. João Pedro pressing. But Arsenal through Zubimendi will look to control the ball. And Arsenal have managed to play it out. A fantastic exchange of passes. A ball being plodded across the midfield by Arsenal. Red shirt to red shirt. Chelsea are chasing shadows. Can they win the ball back? 10 minutes on the clock. It is still Chelsea 0. The first goal in this one will be crucial. Reece James is all the way forward, probably because of tactical instructions, playing that free role. But Arsenal give the ball away like Peter Piper did when he gave away a pair of pickle pepper. Reece James as well goes to the middle. Moises Caicedo back to Reece James. Moises Caicedo once again goes all the way to Wesley Fofana. Wesley Fofana to Trevor Chalobah. Chelsea as well in control of the ball, but it looks like it's a ding-dong battle in this one, Cole. Both teams enjoying brief spells of possession each.
Very good. And you know, while we are all poised and happy to be here seeing a big game, we might see a very boring game because everybody is sizing the opponent and ensuring that there are no spaces to be used.
Arsenal on the ball, Julian Timber, the man in the number 12 on the right, goes all the way back to Mosquera. He finds Declan Rice, fantastic take. He's impeded by Reece James, but manages to find the pass. Back to the man in the Reece James. Chelsea's attackers are yet to get into this game. So are Arsenal's. I mean, is this a kind of tight game you anticipated seeing? No, it's early days yet.
It is a tight game that I anticipated of seeing. And yeah, that would be a yellow card. Yep. No,
so
I mean,
finally, Marco Cucurella
I expected that to make it balanced. To make it balanced, I expected that. So he shouldn't complain about that. You know, it's a clear foul.
Yeah,
it's a clear foul.
A bit too aggressive.
He deserves a yellow card. Yeah.
So Marco Cucurella is balancing out now.
You see, Kosi, I think the difficulty with Cucurella, that was a needless yellow card. On any day in that part of the pitch, why do you follow Saka all the way into his half and you go and get a yellow card in his half? It's needless. Just walk him out of your half. Get back in position. I don't know. He's too overzealous. He could get a red card. Sincerely.
Absolutely.
I don't know whether after getting one pass, Lamine Yamal, he thinks Saka is the next. If he follows Saka, he's going to get a red card in this game, and it will cost Chelsea.
Amazing. So Marco Cucurella needs to watch it. Ball goes forward, but Chelsea will clear through Wesley Fofana. But what have you made of Wesley Fofana's introduction in the last couple of big games that he's played in?
No, I think he's been very solid for Chelsea. I think he's one.
Arsenal on the attack. Ball forward. Can they find a goal? No, they can't. Chelsea will clear. And Arsenal have a throw-in. And we know how good they are in these situations. Yes.
Yeah, he's the type of centre-back that Chelsea have needed in order to solidify things in the back. I think he's been one of their outstanding centre-back pairing. I've noticed a very interesting tactic being employed in this game in which Moises Caicedo hasn't crossed the halfway line. Yeah. I've also noticed Julian Timber is rather entering into Chelsea's attacking third. And that right there, I've noticed the likes of Enzo Fernandez and Pedro Neto rather, not picking up his movements. So I mean, it'll be very interesting to keep an eye on. It may change things here if they are not careful.
So Arsenal with a chance on the edge of the box. He goes there and finds Bukayo Saka. Can he get that goal? No, he can't. Fantastic save right there from Robert Sanchez. But Chelsea will look to go on the counter. Joao Pedro, he's brought down. Surely another yellow card. Surely another yellow card. I mean, this is not debatable at all. Surely another yellow card. And Joao Pedro draws one out for Mosquera. But 3 yellow cards in 12 minutes.
Yes.
1 yellow card every 4 minutes. That is it. So that means that by the end of this game, we will see some cards being dished out. But I believe strongly that, you know, the stage has been set. They've stopped sizing each other. That's why you see the tackles coming in. And definitely, we are expecting some of these cards to come in.
Absolutely, we expect some of these to come in. But fantastic shot from Bukayo Saka. But Robert Sanchez has been pretty good lately. Ball back to Sanchez. He goes forward. Finds an Arsenal player. Ball goes into the box. Can Arsenal get that in? That was offside. But Chelsea will look to restart. 13 minutes on the clock. And Arsenal 0, Chelsea 0. Eric is watching intently. What have you made of the game so far?
It's a very cagey game and very physical. I can see that Chelsea are taking a cue from Sunderland. Sunderland game, whereby they started very high and then they were very physical on the players of Arsenal. But unfortunately for us, every time that Arsenal is playing and then the opposition team is being physical, the referees tend to always rule against Arsenal. If you could remember, Zubimendi was the same player that was penalized unfairly for Sunderland's first goal, for his very first tackle. Meanwhile, that same game, Sunderland players have done multiple fouls that he has allowed them to play on. Look at the way he gave Zubimendi the yellow card. It's just to slow him down. You see? So I'm saying that if the players can be more physical as well to match them, we can win this game.
Absolutely. Ball goes into the midfield. Esteval gets his first touch of the ball. Takes his man on beautifully. Goes past him, finds Reece James in the middle of the park. And that surely, referee says no. He went out too easily. But Chelsea will win the ball in the middle of the park once again. And it goes all the way back. And Esteval finally gets a touch on the ball. And it was a very brilliant one, Winston Michaels.
Yes, that's what he can offer. You know, he has that magic in him. Whether or not he'll be in this game as much, we live to see. But that's some bright spot from Esteval.
So Chelsea give the ball away. Arsenal press high from the top. A very crucial interception there from Chaloba. But Arsenal will be kicking it up and about. 16 minutes on the clock. Chelsea 0, Arsenal 0 at the Stamford Bridge. And both teams are teasing each other out. They are testing each other out. Have you been impressed with the quality of football so far?
I have. I think we all expected this, the intensity.
But Chelsea on the attack. Esteval on the left side. Passes into the box. Can Joao Pedro get one in? No, he can't. Fantastic defending from Arsenal in this one. Yes, carry on. Yes.
I think we all expected the intensity to be this crazy. We all expected crazy tackles and yellow cards earlier on. We've not been disappointed. I believe I thought we were going to have a boring game, but it's setting up to be a very good 90 minutes.
Absolutely. Chelsea with the ball in the middle. Reece James goes to the right, finds Malo Gusto. Can he find anybody forward? He retreats with this one. Goes all the way back to Moises Caicedo. Finds Trevor Chaloba. In the middle, he finds Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez goes to the left and finds Pedro Neto, who's marshaled very well by Julian Timber. And Pedro Neto has conceded that throw-in. But Pedro Neto hasn't been in the game so far.
No, he hasn't been in the game. And it's that rotation I was telling you about. He can't seem to find where Julian Timber is, whether or not he should mark or go forward. So he's really, really confused with his assignment today. He will need to figure it out before he can be very effective in this game. If you really, really pay attention to that side of the pitch, he has really been struggling earlier on.
Absolutely. Arsenal with the ball. And you can see Cucurella is literally following Saka everywhere. Now Cucurella, now Saka.
That Cucurella no better got him. No, but fall into the gutter.
On Chelsea's back line, I think we are forgetting the impact of Wesley Fofana. Remember, Tosin Adarabioyo was the man in there, and when he was taken out, Fofana came in from injury, and it looked like he was playing throughout the season. So some credit to the back line there. We always talk about Gabriel and Saliba, but Fofana is also hold his own.
So Wesley Fofana, the man who's been injured for most of his Chelsea career, is currently taking a claim for that place. Chelsea with the ball at the back. Trevor Chaloba, he finds Wesley Fofana once again. Goes to the right. He finds Esteval, and Esteval will win a throw-in to this Chelsea team, and Chelsea will take it. But then again, I mean, Chelsea have not had the kind of grip they have. A ball forward, Esteval once again beautifully takes on his man, goes forward, finds Joao Pedro, ball into the box, on the edge of the box, a shot, and Esteval skies it over the bar. But that was a real chance, wasn't it, Winston Michaels?
Yeah, absolutely, that was a real chance, but on his weaker foot. You know, Esteval's left-footed, but he should be burying that. That is an opportunity. That is an opportunity he should be taking advantage of.
Absolutely, so Esteval should be burying that, but he didn't. But great chance for Esteval.
Exactly, and you know, if the game comes to such moments, that's when Chelsea will wield these opportunities. The stakes are high in this game, and I expected Esteval with, you know, the momentum he's built, he getting the nod to start. These were some of the moments that he was expected to do that. So Chelsea might come back to wield such opportunities, and it will be in Arsenal's favor.
So there were claims of a handball, but that was nothing doing. But Chelsea on the attack once again. But Arsenal will mop up. 18 minutes on the clock. And Arsenal 0, Chelsea 0. No clear-cut incursions. Both teams have teased each other out. But ball in the middle to Moises Caicedo. Does very well to find Malo Gusto, the goalkeeper. Robert Sanchez, who's been very good lately for Chelsea. Finds Chaloba. Chaloba back to Caicedo. Caicedo to Reece James. Finds Malo Gusto, who's in the mission. Goes all the way to the right. Finds Esteval Willian. Brazilian wonder kid. Takes on this man. On the edge of the box, he shoots. And that flew over the bar. But Esteval, second time in a row, has kicked the ball. Is he becoming overzealous as well?
I think he needs to calm down in this game. You can clearly see that the jitters haven't really settled the young man. He needs to calm down and play his football. He's getting the spaces, but, you know, he needs to calm down a little bit. But, you know, Kosi, I've noticed something about Arsenal that I think Chelsea needs to pay attention to. The midfield, like I said, the fact that Caicedo is sitting back, which means that they are missing another man in the midfield. So if Arsenal get the ball, what Arsenal do with their press is that the moment they get it, the man who's making a run into Chelsea's box, if they do not take care of that, that could cost Chelsea on the counter.
Ball goes forward. Arsenal through Martinelli, who's having a fair slice of his ball. Calafiori on the edge of the ball. Can he find one in? No, he can't because it's cut out by Fofana. Chelsea will look to hit them on the counter. And Reece James messes that up. He's looking for a handball. The referee says there's nothing doing. That was fairly won. And Chelsea would have to retreat and look to win that ball back once again. And Arsenal are playing it in midfield. But we expected a midfield battle. It's been very cagey, hasn't it, Dedi?
Yes, it has. I think we all expected that the match would be played in the midfield, and so far we've seen that. We've seen a little of the forwards. So exactly what we're saying. The midfield battle here again.
Absolutely, and we've seen that midfield battle we expected. Both teams are very, very overly tactical. Chelsea with a throw-in goes all the way back, and to Robert Sanchez, who will look to launch a long one forward. He doesn't. He passes to Chalobah. Chalobah strides forward. Arsenal are pressing very hard. He carries the ball and goes to Reece James, who's playing absolutely everywhere, Winston Michaels.
Yeah, but he needs to watch his movements because sometimes when he moves out of position, he leaves a lot of spaces. And Caicedo, remember, in this game, is playing a very limited role. He's not really moving as we're used to having him play. So Reece James needs to watch where on the field he chooses to be, because it can be very, very dangerous, leaving some of those spaces in behind for Zubimendi and Merino.
Absolutely. It's getting very, very physical in the middle of the park. I mean, we expected a physical game, but is it too physical?
Well, I have just had one prayer that let's have a good game, right? It can be physical, but let's have a good game. And the onus lies on the ref to ensure that he calms tempers, especially in the middle, so that...
So Chelsea with a chance, but Arsenal will block that out. And Chelsea are finding openings every now and then as it goes on.
Yeah.
Arsenal yet to find a big one, but we know if they have a set piece, it could be game over. Winston.
I mean, credit to Mikel Arteta. He's built a formidable team. You know, these guys defensively have very, very some weaknesses in that defense. You're only going to get a fraction of an opportunity. So, I mean, you have to be quicker. You have to outthink your opponent. And it's really going to force Chelsea to play a game they are not used to. So they need to be very efficient when they do get those half chances.
Absolutely. Here's Cucurella up against Bukayo Saka. What a battle we have on our hands in this one.
Which may have been dowered a bit because of the yellow card to Marc Cucurella. And of course, you see that Chelsea's opportunities are coming in the middle because of that yellow card to Martin Zubimendi. He has lost that combative nature, but I trust Marc Cucurella. He will not lose it. He's quite sprightly. I trust him. Chelsea
will throw in a promising position. Ball goes to Pedro Neto, who finds Caicedo on the edge of the box. Pedro Neto once again, man in the number 7, finds Marc Cucurella. He goes back to Trevor Chalobah. Chelsea starting all over again. Reece James playing in that free role, now finds himself in the back 3. And that is a very, very tame pass back to the goalkeeper. And Robert Sanchez off his line will look to launch a long one forward to beat the Arsenal press. And he finds Malo Gusto, who heads it back into the middle. Fantastic win of the ball from Caicedo. And that was way too much from Esteval.
The game is bigger than Esteval for now.
Absolutely. So Esteval has had a few good openings, but they've not been openings where he's made the most of as well. But Calvin, I mean, 23 minutes on the clock. Is this a kind of game you expected?
Well, yes, that's the kind of game I was expecting. You see, nerves are high. Decision-making has been a bit piss poor because of the high press from, both teams. And it hasn't given, the very best out of, the personnel. There have been a couple of times that I've expected Esteval to hit the target.
So Chelsea with the ball.
He's been
it goes to the right. Esteval, can he get the ball into the box this time? Takes on his man, and he crosses the ball into the box, but straight into the hands of David Raya. Yes, carry on.
Well, so you see, those are the decisions, those are the mistakes that, he's making, and it's actually not helping himself. But I think that he needs time to grow. He's very young. Some of these games need different kind of, intensity being built when the game is ongoing. And I think that he's going to come into the party. Just the yellow card from Arsenal getting him off a bit. But let's see what will happen. Now, Arsenal's phase 1 build-up has been limited because of Zubimendi's yellow card. Now,
so fantastic ball forward. Cucurella clears. Can Arsenal get an opener? Ball goes in, and that will be shepherded out. Yes, Govin.
So, like I was saying, it's difficult for Arsenal to now start their phase 1 build-up because of the yellow card to Zubimendi. He's not really given that intensity on a normal match day without a yellow card, he will give. And that is giving Chelsea, that upper hand. And Chelsea are being very physical in the midfield. And they know they have to deploy that to prevent the likes of Eze and then Merino from having a very comfortable game. And I think that Enzo Maresca has had his charges getting Arsenal to be a bit poor in the opening 25 minutes. But let's say it's still early days here. This is a game of football, still 65 more minutes to play, and we'll wait to see what will happen.
Moses Caicedo concedes a free kick in the middle of the park, showing Ebenezer Eze who the man is.
A yellow card, another yellow card.
Well, maybe
another yellow card.
His first major offense. But Carl, do you think that was a yellow card as well?
Oh, not really. Because first and foremost, that would have, cast a slur on this game. But you should expect that after the banter, who is better, Rice or Caicedo? There will be such fisticuffs on the pitch. They just should be controlled well so that it doesn't get off course.
Absolutely, Chelsea will clear ball in the middle, and surely a free kick to Chelsea. And it's Merino. And so now Arsenal look like they have an extra body in midfield. Because on paper, Merino was supposed to be playing up front.
That's what happens whenever you always have Merino. It offers its own advantage, crowds the midfield so that whoever can spot a pass up front, Martinelli or Eze, then it becomes good. But the disadvantage is that it allows Chelsea to easily build from the back. There is no Gyökeres who would, give some pressure to the back two for them not to be able to build.
Yes, Colin.
Yes, so the system is more like when Merino plays, he drops a lot more into midfield, and the person who spends more time up front is Eze. That is how Arsenal system plays out, because they want an extra man who has, that physical presence in that midfield and can also, battle it out with, some of these, midfielders. So that is how it's going to be till the end of the game.
Amazing. Reece James with the ball, and Calafiori brings him down, and surely another yellow card in this game. It's a yellow fest, yeah.
Again, that was needless. He shouldn't have done that, because I don't know where Reece James is going. I don't understand where. That was needless.
If they want,
that was needless.
If they want MTN to sponsor the game, they should just say so. The yellow cards are painting the game yellow. But in games like this, you should expect this, shouldn't you?
Yes, you should, but I believe it's been too much. I don't know if it's the players, if they are too overeager to make an impression. It's just been too much.
So set piece, Pedro Neto, ball into the box. Can they get a header? I know they can't. And we'll roll all the way to Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro, man in number 20, looks to take on Calafiori. Joao Pedro, Brazilian versus Italian. Takes him on very well. Can he go past him? There's a man in the outlet, and that will be a corner kick to Chelsea. Can they bite Arsenal? It's a goal kick. Oh, that is a goal kick. But brilliant defending from Calafiori. But should that ball have been released earlier, Winston Michaels?
Yes, it should have. It should have been released earlier. Look, like I said, this defense, you have to put it in your mind that they are very good. They won't give you time. They won't space. You get a little bit of space.
Yeah.
And this is why I'm starting to understand why Esteban's in this game, because he brings a bit of unpredictability and some IQ when going forward. So, they need to be able to use some of that to be able to capitalize on, because right now, Arsenal are winning every single battle when it comes to that, because look, they are determined to put their lives on the line to make sure you do not get an off. And Chelsea need to realize that, and realize that quickly.
Absolutely. 28 minutes on the clock. Arsenal the throw-in. They are still waiting for some of their big men to show up in what has been a very cagey game so far. But then again, Kelvin, there's been that conversation about the title. So it says, listen, if Arsenal get a 3 point here, we should lock up and throw the keys away.
No,
and give them the trophy.
It's not over. Too many games to play. Too many games to play. We've seen it time and time again, how teams have, failed to take advantage of, points that they led with. We saw that from the great Sir Alex Ferguson losing it to Arsene Wenger. We saw Arsene Wenger losing it to Ferguson. We saw Wenger losing it to Ranieri. It's happened. Jurgen Klopp losing it. It's happened so many times. So I think in the Premier League, you can't just say it's done and dusted, even before the first round. So yes, it will only give Arsenal a boost and an advantage, looking at how things have panned out in the last couple of seasons. Yeah,
absolutely. Into Christmas, Arsenal finished top of the table. Ball in the middle. Moses Caicedo wins it, finds Chaloba. Chaloba launches one forward. It goes to Joao Pedro, who has to chase that. But Joao Pedro wins the ball. Can he get one past the goalkeeper? The Arsenal defense recover very well. Joao Pedro with the worst pass in football history. Joao Pedro with a terrible pass. And you talk about Chelsea making the most of the opportunities. Would they rule one like this, Winston?
Yes, they will. And like I said, Arsenal defenders are faster than you think. They are willing to do anything and everything to make sure you don't get an opportunity. That is what I'm talking about. Look, if this was Arsenal with that opportunity, it would be a goal. I can guarantee you, because the moment he takes that first touch, it's a shot. He's not going to think about trying to pass. He's going to do instinctively what they have been doing all season. And Chelsea are just too slow when it comes to making decisions up front.
Absolutely. So we look at that chance again. And Joao Pedro got the most of the defender, but he should have just shot. But he dilly-dallied. But I mean, is it because he's not an out-and-out striker? The instincts are not there. Is that why?
Well, I believe so. It contributed to that. And, you know, because of the circumstance that happened, Hincapié losing the ball, he thought he had a lot of time and space to be able to settle himself. Unfortunately, Arsenal is a team that has proven to come back quickly. Even when they are in the opposition, they'll come back quickly and cover up. So that's what happened.
Absolutely. Chelsea ruining the chance to get a goal. Joao Pedro, we do hope he doesn't regret that. Very balanced game here. Ball goes to the back. David Raya. And Chelsea will head out. And that is very well won by Arsenal, who go forward. And that is mopped up by Chelsea. Arsenal won a free kick. They are not getting one. Ball goes forward. Malo Gusto strikes on it. Can he find Esteval? He does on the right. Esteval takes on this man. Goes into the box. Esteval. And he gave us any shoots. And that's a shot on target. Enzo Fernandez. But great play from Esteval all the way.
No, I mean, a great play. And I don't understand why he passed that ball. That was the ball he should have shot, not the ones that he shot previously.
Enzo was in a better position.
I mean, look, he's in a better position. Enzo, he played the ball right behind Enzo. I don't understand.
He laid it in front of him.
He gets one. This is where he takes.
Yeah. Okay. It pushes him back.
That's where he should have taken a shot.
Yes.
Absolutely. So Chelsea with a shot on target. After good work from Esteval, Enzo shoots, and David Raya doesn't have to break a sweat to get hold of that. 31 minutes on the clock. Half an hour of the game gone already. Has it lived up to this billing, Didi?
It has. It has. The tackles, the yellow cards. I believe it's been an enjoyable game.
Arsenal give the ball away like a Christmas present. Joao Pedro once again, but he's isolated. He's looking for a free kick. Referee says, get up, get up, get up. But Chelsea will look to hassle Arsenal. And they are looking for a yellow card. But what's the referee going to do? Give Marco Cucurella a second yellow card or no? No, it doesn't look like a yellow card.
I want people to understand that not every foul is a yellow card.
Yes,
you should relax. You know, not every foul is a yellow card.
That wasn't a card. That wasn't a card.
But Joao Pedro has found himself in situations.
See, I believe that
it looks like a fish.
And he's done nothing in these situations.
He doesn't even know what he's doing up front. He looks so isolated, so confused, so he's just out of it. He looks like he's not part of the game.
Absolutely. So Marco Cucurella will get out of jail for this particular one. And I think the instruction to Saka at halftime will be try and get him sent off.
No, the thing is, Saka has always gotten the better of Cucurella. I don't think it's a match for him. You know, Cucurella is trying to be stubborn, but this is a cool chop. It's like hot knife through butter. It's easy for Saka. I'm sure Anthony Taylor is just pardoning, you know, Cucurella. He wants him to stay on a bit. That's
a cynical foul. But the referee plays the advantage. Arsenal, can they get that goal in? Ball into the box, but Chelsea will clear. But Arsenal still on it. They are making very, very promising incursions. Referee will stop it now. And that is a terrible, terrible tackle from Moses Caicedo. And the referee would give him a card anyway, I'm sure. I mean, come on.
Look, I really hope this isn't as bad as I think, because if it's as bad as I think, this could be a red card here.
It could be.
I'm waiting to see the replay, because it looked like an ankle. I'm really worried about this right here. I want to see this.
That's a red card. It's off.
That's definitely a red card.
Yeah, I mean, if this goes to VAR,
and it will.
If this goes to VAR,
no, it will. It will.
I mean, Caicedo could get sent off.
It will.
It's off.
But then again, we've seen some of them that were not given.
That is a red card. That is a red card offense. That's a red card.
We've seen some of them not given.
No, he'll be.
But
sent,
if this goes to VAR, Caicedo might get sent off.
He will be sent off. He will be sent off.
He will be sent off. It's off. It's off. I don't know how the.
Look, he will be sent off. He will be sent off.
Well, you can't conclude as yet. But then again, Moses Caicedo is in very grave trouble because that was a cynical tackle.
It was unfortunate. And you know, right from the start of the game, we've been talking about over-exuberance. It has gotten the better of him, and I am praying a miracle happens so that we see both teams meeting each other toe for toe. But according to the law of the letter, that should be a red card.
So Carl says, according to the letter of the law, that should be a sending off.
This will be a sending off. I'm almost certain it will be a sending off. The moment I saw it, even without a replay, I knew it was bad.
But let's see what the referee will do.
No, he's gonna go to the VAR.
Is this going to be a red card? But we've seen some of them given, some not given. But let's see. Is he going to go to his top pocket?
No, you know what I think will happen?
No.
You know what I think will happen?
So Moses Caicedo gets a yellow.
He will get a yellow, but I think VAR, the yellow, may tell the referee to go to the VAR.
No, I think if
they might not.
No, they might not. If they would have looked at it before the yellow card.
No,
they would have looked at it.
They would have looked at it.
I told you. No, you see, he has to give the yellow first. He has to give the yellow first, and then be advised to come and check. Yeah. So
the referee is going to take a look at that.
It's going to be a red
and
card.
Potentially, Chelsea will be down to 10 men.
You know what? It is as bad as it looks, right? Unfortunately, it wasn't. After the yellow card, they were not asked to continue play. That would have come to the aid of Caicedo. But once again, the over-exuberance, as we spoke about, is what has been his undoing right now.
The more you look at it, the worse it gets.
The more you look at it, the worse
it gets.
But Caicedo here will be lucky to stay on the pitch.
I don't think he will be lucky. I think this will be a sending off. If I was Maresca, I'm going to prepare for how I adjust to this game because this will be a sending off.
But if you are Maresca and he gets sent off, where do you go from here? Your best midfielder.
It's very simple. I take Joao Pedro off, and then I bring in Andre Santos. It's really simple.
So the referee has made his decision.
It's a red card.
And he might just reach out for that red card. But he would explain first whether there's violent conduct or not.
Immediately.
Is he going to give the red card to Chelsea or not? So you call the skippers and let them know what's going on. And the referee takes out the red card. And Moses Caicedo is off.
You know. So, Kosi, you now get me. When the game started, he was overzealous. You could see, even after tackle, dishing out some words to the Arsenal players, telling them, get up, this is a game of football. It was always going to come. The tackle is ridiculous. It was malicious. It was nasty. He had the intent to go for the man and not the ball. So I do agree. It's a perfect decision by the referee.
Absolutely, spot on decision by the referee. The red card goes in. But tactically, where do Chelsea go from here?
I mean, it's easy. It's really easy. Take out Joao Pedro and bring in Andre Santos. That's what you need to show up that midfield and then play from there. You also have a Cole Palmer who can come in the second half and do something. This game is not lost. It's simple. It's as simple as that. He shouldn't make the mistake he made at Manchester United and just crumble here. He needs to just make a change. That's all.
Absolutely. Let's see what change Enzo Maresca makes. Where does he go from here? Bear in mind that Chelsea have not won any game where they've had a man sent off.
Already, it's a mountain to climb against such an Arsenal team, and then getting a red card in the process makes things worse. But I don't think that should be the end of the game. This will now require that Maresca would dig so deep in his tactics. Look, if I were to be in his shoes, Andre Santos on. Let us shut up shop, take opportunities, go forward, and that is it. Because this is an Arsenal team that had the most goals from open play in November. We call them Corner FC, but they had the most goals from open play in November. And the set pieces are also there. So I think Maresca will now prove his earnings.
Absolutely. So let's see if he has anything up his sleeve tactically. But then again, Eric, now it's Arsenal's game to lose.
Yes, it's Arsenal's game to lose. And then I blame Caicedo because of the way he's tackling. His tackling has been poor through the course of the season. And he's been carried away from the moment. And now I think he's going to cost his team. Arsenal were on the ropes at the defense because the two center pair at the back were fumbling.
There's another red in this match.
Do you think there's another red card in this match?
There is.
But that was but I mean, is this something that VAR should look at? No.
I think there's a normal elbow that goes up every game. I don't think VAR will get involved.
But Hincapie with a yellow card.
Yes.
But then again, I don't think there's any more in it than that.
Yeah, it makes it easier to get the second yellow because so the minute they run at him, he can't make any tackles. He has to stay disciplined and try to see the game through. If I was Maresca, I'll be trying to get to the first half with this score line, then re-strategize, come back the second half and take it from there.
Absolutely. 40 minutes on the clock. Maresca, funny enough, has remained very calm in the midst of the storm.
No, I mean, look, Moises Caicedo is a big cog in Chelsea's play, but the game hasn't gone away from Chelsea. It's still 0-0.
Yes.
All he has to do is just readjust himself, and he'll be fine.
Absolutely. But there's a bit of a pause here. Maresca is thinking for the elbow, but that didn't look very. It didn't look very serious to me.
There was no malicious intent in it. It was just he went for the ball. He tried to stabilize himself with the hands. It just came down on his face.
Trevor is trying to make the most of this.
Exactly, and in the situation that they are in with Moise Caicedo out, he would try and get the best out of it. That's football for you.
He's trying to wind away time because I believe they are trying to get to the end of the first half.
So I think the referee is going to look at the VAR. Is he? No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Okay. But let's see what Enzo Maresca does. Situation. Chelsea are piling on the time at the dawn in a game where they should be looking to get over and done with.
I think so. We all believe that he got a hit in the face, but if it takes that long, you are 10 men and you do not want extra time being piled on against you, even whether it's the first half or the second half. Yeah.
So Trevor is saying, listen, I have a swell on my face. So the VAR, I mean, that was very heavy.
It looks worse than what happened.
Will the VAR look at this?
No.
Yeah. But I don't think it warrants a red card. But I mean, I don't think. Enzo Maresca says he needs them to check that. But I mean, Winston, this doesn't change it.
Look, VAR won't look at this.
No.
It's unfortunate, but they won't look at it.
43 minutes on the clock. Chelsea 0, Arsenal 0. Chelsea 1 man down. But then again, Arsenal will look to take control right there. It still hasn't shuffled the puck.
Yeah, I mean, this close to halftime, obviously you can manage and hope you don't concede. At halftime, then you make your move. So I mean, the last time he got into this position, he too quickly, and the game went from him. So he needs to relax.
Absolutely, but Arsenal as well need to take advantage of the situation. Do you think they have what it takes to do so before halftime?
No, I think they are just trying to see the game out at this point, defend. But I think at this point, they are relishing all the chances that Estavao missed and the João Pedro chance. If it was a 1-0, 1 man down, you would realize getting through first out and coming back with a change shape to defend.
So Arsenal with a chance. Can they get a ball forward? No, they can't. Chalobah will clear. And Arsenal have a corner. And we know what corners mean to Arsenal. Can they get the ball in the back of the net from this corner? Bukayo Saka on the ball. And this is their first corner of the game. and they will look to get something before the halftime whistle. We know how good they are with these corners, and Chelsea will be extra wary. But do you think Arsenal can look to see the ball is on the corner line? Arsenal have their routine in place. Everybody alert. Can they get that goal? It is nearly halftime. Ball goes into the net, the box. Can it be a header straight into the hands of who looks to get Pedro Neto away? Man number 7 Shed takes on this man, strides in field. Can Chelsea hit them on the counter? It goes to Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto shifts to the right, finds Esteval Willian. Long ball in the box there. And Chelsea have given a good account of themselves so far since going a man down. They've not let their heads fall. Ball into the box. Can Chelsea get one in? It's They are taking on. Arsenal will win it. And we'll look to hit Chelsea on the counter attack. Now 1 man down. And can Arsenal make it pay? Arsenal with a fantastic chance. Ball in the center, a shot. And that is a fantastic save from Robert Sanchez.
Yeah,
now the chances are coming for Arsenal.
Yeah, the chances are coming. That was a brilliant save from Robert Sanchez to keep his team alive. So yeah, that was brilliant. That was brilliant.
That was a good save.
Great defending from Robert Sanchez to keep his team alive.
Absolutely, Robert. But I mean, what have you made of Robert Sanchez this season?
Oh, I think it's been brilliant. But then, to be fair,
see with an opportunity to reach James.
To be fair, he hasn't had much to do today.
Absolutely, he hasn't had much to do. Chelsea will look to go on the front foot. Malo Gusto on the right side of the channel takes on this man. 5 minutes of time added on. And Chelsea will look to make the most of it. Trevor Chalobah steps into midfield. Chelsea are not playing as though they've got 1 man down.
No, and they shouldn't. Like I said, the game hasn't gone anywhere. It's still 0-0. It hasn't gone anywhere. They can still literally win this game, even from this position.
Absolutely. Long ball forward. Looking for Esteval. But Arsenal will clear. Watertight defending. And Chelsea as well are doing a great job to shore things up. 46 minutes on the clock. 4 minutes till halftime. Can Chelsea keep it this way till the halftime whistle goes? And that is one into the midfield. And Arsenal will get the ball. Enzo Fernandez is looking for something. The referee is not giving it. Ball into the box. And Marco Kurela will clear. But goes back to Arsenal. And Chelsea will clear as well. And the ball goes for Joao Pedro. Can he win it? It goes to Arsenal. But, I mean, it's becoming more of a ding-dong battle now.
I mean, it has to be because, look, Arsenal have to make advantage of the man advantage that they have gotten, and they need to capitalize on it, right? But the thing is, once you take those types of risks, you risk, Chelsea on a counter. And if Chelsea are able to string 1 or 2 passes together, get themselves in a good position.
Arsenal with a good ball forward, Calafiori, and they win another corner, and they will want to do something with this one. Go on.
Well, I am an Arsenal fan, right? But I think the issue about corner converting is overrated. We may be the best. We've converted much more, but I watched the setting game, 11 corners.
Much more than anybody in Europe.
Yes, but I watched the game, we got 11 corners. We couldn't score 1. If this goes in, I'll believe the corner gimmick.
So Carl says if this goes in, you believe that corner FC. So 3 minutes on the clock. Do Arsenal? Yes, it was in.
I want to adjust my my prediction. I think from this position, Chelsea will win 1-0.
Can Arsenal get the ball in? They string one forward. And the Chelsea defense is alert. And the cross goes in. And Robert Sanchez punches it. But it goes to the edge of the box. Can Chelsea get the counter going? It goes forward to Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto looks to take on this man. Esteval has to try. Pedro Neto does brilliantly to keep the ball. And the Chelsea have kept the ball very well. Reece James in the center of the park. And they have been very fantastic. And that is a good ball from Reece James. Chelsea in the right channel. Can they get a cross in? Pedro Neto strings up on the right. A cross goes in. Can they get ahead? I know they can't. Goes to Malo Gusto. He shoots. And nobody in the box whatsoever. And Marco Kurela will chase that. And Bukayo Saka will look to marshal that away. And Marco Kurela has Saka go past him. And Arsenal would build from the back. Long one forward. Can Arsenal get them on the counter? Is a throw into Chelsea. But I mean, after the red card, Chelsea have been resolute.
Yeah, they've been very good. They've been calm. They've not panicked. I believe that's because Maresca hasn't panicked. He's not made changes based on the red card. He's decided to trust the team to see this one out to the first half.
I mean, taking you back to that Man United game, if Maresca hadn't panicked then, do you think Chelsea would have had 3 points more?
Absolutely, absolutely. Chelsea would have wrapped that up. Look, because even when it went down to 10 men in the second half, even though Chelsea were down 2-0, Chelsea played better than United and even got 2 goals. Unfortunately, one of them was an offside goal, was ruled out with 10 men. So it's possible. Like I said, from this position, I'm very sure Chelsea will win 1-0.
Winston Michaels is sure Chelsea will win. Ball goes for Joao Pedro wins it. Can he get one to the box? He takes on his man. Mosquera marshals him all the way. He finds Enzo Fernandez dillies, looks to go past his man. Can he go past Mosquera? He does. And Enzo Fernandez, for how diminutive he is, has been very good physically. He looks to hold on to the ball to get to half time, and Chelsea win a throw. And what that was dramatic. That was he should be acting in a can drama.
Yes.
Or cantata.
Yes.
How he went down.
So dramatic. And that's
so the halftime whistle goes at Stamford Bridge, and what a game we've had on our hands. Kobe Perry is in the building, but that was a push, but he was very dramatic. Now he didn't touch him in the face.
So what is that?
No, he didn't touch him in the face. No, he didn't. But then again, the referee would blow the halftime whistle, and it's Chelsea 0, Arsenal 0. Kobe Perry is available to speak to all of you.
All right, so definitely a lot of people are anticipating this particular one. Hello, sir. I promise I'll come to you first at halftime because I didn't get to speak to you before the game. I saw that immediately Caicedo took that red card. You couldn't sit anymore. What's going on?
Of course, I mean, what really happened was that the game would have been a very good one, but because of this red card, I think Chelsea will still play hard. You know, what we're going to do now is to defend, get a good striker, someone who can maybe a winger that will throw the ball in, and then we can get a good game.
So you still have hope?
Of course I do.
Sure. Sir, let me go. Sir, quite an intriguing first half, a lot of crunchy tackles. We have a record in the first half. How do you see the first half, sir?
It's not what we expected. We should have been 1 up. It's not what we expected. We should have been. But surely it's a 3 point for Arsenal.
Surely a 3 points for Arsenal. Yes, the Arsenal fans believe. All right, sir. Match anticipate. I want to come to Otufu. Otufu still in the game.
Yo, you know, even with a numerical disadvantage, you see, with a numerical disadvantage, we are still in the game. Believe me, like we are still in the game. Arsenal is not doing anything extraordinary. And I'm telling you, bro, red card will cry for Arsenal to the side.
Sure. Then if you go to Sporting Stock Exchange on top, then just put up with Charlie.
I do all
simple. All right, sure. Sir, how did you see that particular tackle from Caicedo? Do you think it was necessary?
It was a very bad tackle. It wasn't necessary at all because he was very far from the ball. And moreover, where the guy was holding the ball wasn't too dangerous, so there was no need for him to go in without that tackle. It was needless.
It was needless from Caicedo. Do you think it has thrown your game away?
That's how it looked like when he got the red card. But as of now, I'm still confident Chelsea can win the game.
So the Chelsea fans still believe, hello. Your name, please. How are you enjoying the game? Are you a Chelsea fan or an Arsenal fan? Chelsea or Arsenal? Arsenal. Do you think Arsenal will win this game? All right. What will the score predictions? By how many goals? 2-0. Yes. Hello, sir. I got your reactions before the first half. How did the game go for you in the first half? By your view?
I haven't enjoyed the game at all. I haven't enjoyed it because
you haven't enjoyed the game at all. From the Arsenal perspective, or what?
It's both teams because the second, as it stands now, it's first and third. So I was expecting something more beautiful, but it seems like the game more.
It's too physical. It's too chaotic. Yes.
More chaotic. It seems like no team want to give no team want the other team to take their lead before they would crawl back to the game. But I think the red card will change the game because, as you can see, after the red card, Arsenal come more into the game and creating more chances. So I think, and the second, I think Arsenal will win the game from their bench because Arsenal have much more squad who can come on and do more.
Any player in particular who you think will come from the bench to win the game for Arsenal?
I think Odegaard will be okay.
Odegaard?
Yeah.
You want to see Odegaard in this particular game?
Yeah, he will come because I haven't enjoyed Eze that much. But
wow.
Yeah, I haven't enjoyed him that much because Eze is a player who is like when he gets on the ball, he's very physical, so we need to get more time to get the ball off him. But it seems like the game has been more, as you said, it has been more chaotic. So he isn't enjoying the game. But Odegaard is a player who can give more incisive passes in such games, tight corner space passes. So I think it will be much better.
Yes, so Arsenal fans still hopeful that they will win this game from the bench. They are taking advantage of the one man down from Chelsea. Hello, sir.
Yeah.
How do you enjoy the first half of the game?
Well, I'm a Liverpool fan, so I'm just here for Chelsea to win.
Oh, you're a Liverpool fan and you're here for Chelsea to win?
Yeah, Charlie.
You rather lose your title to Chelsea than to Arsenal, right?
Well, we have to bring Arsenal down. All of us have to bring Arsenal down.
We all have to come together and bring Arsenal down. This is from the Liverpool fans. But you had a good game against West Ham earlier. You won by 2-0. Do you think Ancelotti should stay?
Well, I think he should stay. I mean, the technical team will just have to give him some kind of support. I think today we saw the changes. We saw Salah. Dropping Salah was a big change, and I think it's a good start for the team.
All right, so Liverpool fans here creating some agenda. Definitely, they would rather lose their title to Chelsea than to lose it to Arsenal. I'm still taking reactions. I would like to get some reactions from here. Hello, sir. I saw you singing along. No, I want to talk to you, sir. It's you I want to talk to. It's you I want to. I saw you singing along when they got the set pieces. When they got the set pieces, you were chanting set piece Arsenal, set piece Arsenal. Are you also informed for that particular set piece? You think you will win this game by a set piece, sir? Hello, sir. I'm saying, do you think Arsenal will win this game by a set piece? So do you think Arsenal will win this game by a set piece?
Chelsea are defending well. And you see what the off-ball movement whenever the set piece is about to take place. The Chelsea players are man-marking the Arsenal players, and they are even fouling the players. The very first corner that we had, you saw Reece James pushing down Timber.
Yes.
So, and you've worked on it, so we may.
You may. Genuinely, do you think you are impressed by the first half of set play, the personnel, the way you moved on the pitch in the first half, regardless of the red card? Were you impressed by the Arsenal team?
I'm not.
Do you think you are lacking a striker or a front man? Because I saw that there was no actual setup from when it comes to you playing direct to a front man. Do you think you are lacking a front man in this particular game?
Yeah, we are lacking a front man, but the formation is played. It's because of our back center pair.
It's the first time you are playing Mascara and Hinkapi.
Yes, and the midfielders, I don't think they trust them that much. So you see the bit.
All right, so you are saying you claim Zubimendi and Declan Rice do not trust the center, the defensive playing, so definitely they have drawn back a bit, and that is affecting your transitioning when it goes into the attack, right?
Because of that, the midfielders are not fit. Eze is and there's space to operate. So if you could see, he's not in this game. But it's not his fault.
What will be the game changer in the second half for Arsenal?
Okay, the game changer, I think when we come back, they should withdraw one of the midfielders and then bring on the Jokeres.
They should bring Jokeres instead. What about Leandro Trossard? He's in good form for Arsenal.
Trossard, unfortunately, is injured.
All right. So you would want Jokeres to feature in this particular game? You think he can win you this one?
Yes, when he will pin the defenders, they cannot push back. They cannot push high for them to operate. Yeah.
All right, sure. Arsenal fans hoping they will capitalize on the one man down from Chelsea to win this particular game. At this point in time, I would like to give out some things. So, all right. So, as you can see, we are enjoying this game from a very crystal clear screen. That was proudly given to us by TCL. So TCL Electronics were the ones who gave us this particular screen from this particular viewing party. And TCL has some gifts for us. They would like to give us some of their brand merchandise as well. So I would come to you. You give me halftime predictions or end of the game predictions or anytime goal scorer. And if you win at the end of the game, TCL has some gifts for you. So let me start with you. End of game predictions. The score predictions.
Chelsea to win 2-1.
Chelsea to win 2-1.
Initially it was 3-1, but because of the red card, the numerical disadvantage.
You think you can score 2 goals with the man now?
Yes, yeah, we can. Still we can.
All right, so team first prediction is Chelsea to win 2-1. Hello, sir. Goal scorer in this game.
I still stand by my prediction before the start of the game, 2-1.
2-1. Predictions at the end of the game. TCL has gifts for you. So predictions.
1-1.
1-1. Kobama will come in the game to win. Let me still take some predictions. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Anytime goal scorer in this particular game.
Maybe Gyökeres.
Victor Gyökeres when he's introduced. All right, so what about you? TCL has some gifts for us. Any predictions that win? TCL will give you some gifts. Anytime goal scorer.
Enzo Fernandez.
Enzo Fernandez to score in this particular game. Let me come to the lady. Hello. How do you think this game will end? You said Pedro what? Pedro Neto or João Pedro? João Pedro score. Yes. Hello, sir. Anytime goal scorer or predictions?
1-0 Saka to score.
1-0 Saka to score. Hello, sir. What about you? Cole Palmer to score. Chelsea fans still hoping that they can get the win in this one. Anytime goal scorer or predictions, sir?
2-0 Arsenal.
2-0 Arsenal. I think I have enough predictions at this particular point in time. So I'll still get some reactions from some of the fans. No, let me take your predictions here. Prediction.
It's 2-0.
2-0 against Chelsea. Hello, sir. Anytime goal scorer or predictions?
Predictions. So let's say 2-0.
2-1. I wish I had a belief that the Chelsea fans have, because they are one man down and they still score 2 goals against the best defensive team. And hello, sir. Anytime goal scorer or predictions?
You see, before the game started, I told you that if Chelsea gets 2 shots on target, they have won the game. Now I don't think they've had it.
They have 1 shot.
They have a red card now.
Okay.
Afa.
Not to win 2-0. I don't see them
2-0.
Big teams with 11-7 are not scoring.
Wow. Hello. As a Chelsea fan, can I get a prediction from you? Like just score predictions. Score predictions. 2-0. Hey, 2-0 against Arsenal. Yo. That's insane belief from Chelsea fans. With one man down, they still believe that they can win the game. So, you're an Arsenal fan?
Hell no.
Hell no. Wow. Anytime goal scorers or predictions for the end of the game?
Listen, the game is going to end just a goal.
1-0 to Chelsea. Anytime goal scorer?
If Kopama counts before the end of the game, probably 25 minutes before the end of the game, Kopama has a goal. If not, then Enzo Fernandez.
Enzo Fernandez or Cole Palmer to win the game for Chelsea. Hello, sir. Predictions or anytime goal scorers?
Prediction. 2 goals. 2-1 against Arsenal.
2-1 against Arsenal. The belief of these Chelsea fans is insane. Like, it's insane. Hello, sir. Anytime goal scorers or score predictions?
Goalless.
Goalless. It's going to end in 0-0. I have the first person who says this match will end a goalless draw. Hello, sir. Predictions. Anytime goal scorers or predictions?
Oh, it will be 2-1.
2-1 against
Arsenal.
2-1 against Arsenal. Hello, sir. Anytime goal scorers or predictions?
1-0 against Arsenal.
1-0 against Arsenal. Chelsea fans still with the belief. Hello, sir. What about you?
Goalless draw.
Goalless draw. I have 2 people with goalless draw predictions. Hello, sir. Anytime goal scorers or predictions? 0-0. 3 people with a 0-0 prediction. Hello. Can you give me anytime goal scorers or score predictions?
1-0. Chelsea will win 1-0.
Chelsea will still win this game by a goal to goal with a man now. And that's optimal belief from the Chelsea fans. I wish every other team would have that belief that the Chelsea fans have in their team, even with a man down. It's been wonderful. TCL, thank you so much for giving us this particular screen for this particular viewing today. I know you have some gifts for us. This looks so good. Is this peach? This will look good on me. Yeah, this is an XL. It will look good on me. This will look good on me. Yes. It's a TCL shirt, and they are giving it to those who predicted. She predicted for João Pedro, right? Yes, I have your prediction in my head. João ready to score. So when João Pedro scores, I definitely The Chelsea fans, you see, they say you should change your prediction. They want you to change your prediction. I don't understand. He's still in the game. Oh, they will not change him. He has not been changed yet. Hey, Charlie, please keep your prediction. You see the way everybody's against you, you might actually be the winner. Keep your prediction. Because I asked you whether you want João Pedro or Pedro Neto, and you said specifically João Pedro. So keep it, please. Don't mind them. No, she said Pedro. And I said, which of the Pedros? João Pedro or Pedro Neto? Yes, so we're almost back. Yes, Miles Lewis Kelly is about to be introduced into this particular game. I'm handing over to the General Kosi Fiaka. Mr. Fiaka.
Absolutely, welcome back to the second half right here at the ANC corner. We're live on Sport 106.1 FM, and Arsenal are looking to make a substitution. You'd have expected Chelsea to make one, but Arsenal are making a substitution.
I mean, I still think Chelsea will make a substitution, but I just don't know who it is yet. But yeah, Arsenal with so many yellow cards and the way the game is going, it's wise to make a substitution right now.
So we've seen Miles Lewis Kelly about to come on. We're yet to see who he's coming on for. But Enzo Maresca has kept things put. Let's see who he has come on for. So Miles Lewis Kelly has come on. He's presumably going to be playing at left back. It doesn't look like Calafiori came back out. But Calvin, an Arsenal fan, is this a change that was required? So Chelsea are making changes of their own as well. Alejandro Garnacho is coming on, and Esteval William is going off.
Well, so if you look at the change from Arteta, Arsenal's weakest position has been the left back, and I'm quite surprised why Esteval is the player who has been taken off.
I can tell you why. The Chelsea are playing with one man less. Pedro Neto is more effective on the left where Esteval plays, and Pedro Neto is a better
on the right. You mean?
No, on the right where Esteval plays, and Pedro Neto has the lungs and the capability to defend, go and come, and also join the midfield as an extra body. So I mean, to be a bit more defensively sound, Pedro Neto tactically works on that side.
Absolutely. So both teams make substitutions. Chelsea will be looking for a free kick, and yes, they'll get one. But Hinkapie, who's already on a yellow card, should be careful. If this is looked at, I mean, they don't check these ones. But he's already on a yellow card. He's living dangerously.
Yes, he is living on the edge, but we have to. If it warrants, No,
that's.
I think this is soft.
It doesn't warrant a yellow card.
Even Judas's kiss to Jesus was stronger.
Yeah, no, it doesn't warrant one. But I mean, now the Chelsea players will make the most of everything and anything.
Yeah, and the ref has no one to blame but himself. He puts the game in this position. So now it's up to him to really mitigate and see what is real and what is a soap opera.
Absolutely, and the game is still brewing. It's still Chelsea no, Arsenal no. Chelsea with a man less. Can they make anything from this? The day is back with the pink hair and the Man United jersey. What are your expectations going into the second half?
I believe let's give it 5 minutes to see how the coaches have tactically tweaked their teams, because I believe there'll be a lot of tactics at play. Everyone, the next goal could be a decider. That's
Chelsea with the set piece. Can they get this into the back of the net? Pedro Neto stands behind it. Reece James puts it in the box. A header, and can Chelsea get a goal? Fantastic save from David Raya.
What a keeper.
What a save from David Raya. That was surely headed from the back of the net. And David Raya, with his legs, punched it out. Wow. Fantastic save from your goalkeeper.
Exactly. Sometimes it gets to the man between the sticks to show what he's made of, to save his team, and Raya has proven to be doing that.
So and the ball rolls into the back of the net. Chelsea have the opener. One man down, but one goal up. Chelsea have the ball at the back of the net. Arsenal, the kings of the set piece, are looking to die by the set piece. It's Chelsea 1, Arsenal 0. Any surprises there, baby? So corner FC, they say I'll be beaten by a corner. But what a header that was. Mr. Michaels, any surprises?
Yeah, what a header that was from Trevor Chalobah. That was brilliant. And like I told you, look, Maresca does not need to panic. He has been the better side. Even with 11 players, he was a better team.
So the Chelsea fans are singing, you can hear them. Chelsea fans are singing once again, but then again, what a day for Tobarik. I mean, what do you make of this?
It's sloppy defending by our defenders. As I've said, the defense has been shaking all this afternoon. When the game started, we've been shaking throughout. But it's early days, so let's see what we can do to equalize.
It is early days. Arsenal will look to claw back into this one. But I mean, if you're Enzo Maresca, at this point, you're an Arsenal fan, so as a Chelsea fan, are you going to pack the bus?
No, I would absolutely attack. Look, what has worked for Chelsea is the fact that they haven't sat back. They've taken a game to Arsenal. Yeah. And Arsenal, look, if you look in the first half, Arsenal only had 2 shots on target. The whole entire half, 1 corner, the whole entire half, which shows that when Chelsea take the game to Arsenal, Arsenal barely get opportunities to score Chelsea. But if you sit back, this game will end 5-1 if Chelsea sits back.
Absolutely. So Chelsea would not look to stay back, but Arsenal are looking to dictate their pace now. They are completely looking to dominate possession. Ball goes forward to Bukayo Saka up against Garnacho. Saka strikes into the box and shot is deflected, and the goalkeeper would save that, and he prevents it from going out for a corner. And Robert Sanchez.
Calvin has gone quiet.
But Calvin, is here. Calvin, I mean, what do you make of this? Arsenal with a man more by goalless.
Let's start for Chelsea in the second half, and that is what any team who is down by 1 man would want to. Perfectly executed, and that was the problem that was going to come to us now without William Saliba and then Gabriel in the heart of defense. Fury out. So definitely you could see that the major strength in defending set pieces, Arsenal had that limitation, and the reason why, they've conceded. And I like Chelsea for that sort of resilience. Early start, let's go at them. They've had the early goal, and it will be good. Difficult for Arsenal to come back into the game now, but who knows? They've always had, that capability in getting, games rounded up in this one.
Absolutely. Arsenal dictating a pace currently. Chelsea have sat back, Mr. Michaels. Like you said, they shouldn't.
Look, they need to be able to play strategically. Obviously, it needs a balance. But the thing is, you don't sit back against this Arsenal team. They will find a way. So I hope Chelsea can cover their positions and try and get them on the counter. But don't sit back. Sitting back is the worst thing you can do in this situation.
A lot of space in the middle of the park. Ball goes forward. Can Chelsea get that in? And Robert Sanchez will gladly hold on to that. And the Chelsea fans here are ecstatic. Forgetting that there's another 44 or so minutes to play. Robert Sanchez with a long ball forward. Joao Pedro, with nobody in particular. But Joao Pedro, I mean, what have you made of his performance so far?
I think physically he's kept the centre backs very busy, with his physical presence. I've been very disappointed in his end product.
But Arsenal with the ball forward. They are looking for that outlet. Ball to the edge of the box. Can Chelsea defend? Yes, they do. And they will clear their lines. But Arsenal are asking more questions, Paul. And you expect them to find the answers to these.
Exactly, and with a man advantage, it is expected. That's what the script is supposed to be. But will they be able to unlock the lowest of low blocks that we are going to see? And if they are able to unlock that, then a draw or a win will come in for them. But this is the lowest of low blocks I've seen. Look at the far side. When it's a low block, there is a marking on the far side, but not as close. Cucurella is now not the man marking number 7 man, Bukayo Saka.
Absolutely. Now it's Garnacho who's going with him everywhere he goes. And Chelsea will look to round down as many minutes as they can. Enzo Fernandez is currently on the pitch.
I'm never a fan of time waiting. It's like 40 minutes. Even when there's 5 minutes, I'm never a fan of it. I'm a fan of playing and play into the final whistle. Because look, we've literally seen teams get knocked out with 1 extra minute put on because they're wasting time. So many.
Chelsea are looking to make a change of their own as well. Liam Delap is about to come on. We are thinking maybe from Joao Pedro. Is it to lead the press?
Yes, absolutely. You need his physical presence to keep that centre-back pairing busy and back. And with his threat on the counter, he's fast, he's physical, and you put him in a one-on-one situation, Liam Delap is very, very capable. So, I mean, that threatening presence will bother Arsenal's strategy here.
Absolutely. But Arsenal with lion's share of the possession still. Ball to Gabriel Martinelli. Goes all the way back. Can Arsenal overturn this? Do they have what it takes to overturn this resilient Chelsea team who are one up? Bukayo Saka, everything has gone through him. But Arsenal are pinging the ball about. Ball to the right, crossing to the box. But straight into the hands of Robert Sanchez. But then again, Reece James. And it's not a yellow card. Surely there will be one for Miles Lewis-Kelly. Who else just come on? But Reece James has managed to draw 2 yellow cards from the 2 Arsenal left backs.
Yeah, you know, Reece James is very, very, very good when he uses his body. He can read the play quite well. He protected the ball quite well there, and he drew him into this one. That's a needless tackle. But you know what? Tactically, it might have been a good idea.
Absolutely. So Miles Lewis-Kelly, who came in to replace Calafiori, is in the same issue as Calafiori.
Well, yes. When efficiency is being sought up front is an efficiency issue. At the back, the Calafiori switch was a yellow card issue. But we all know that this gentleman has a bit more the eye for goal and is more out and out than Joao Pedro. So I would have even started him actually.
So Chelsea have made that substitution. Liam Delap comes on for Joao Pedro, and like you said, it's for his physicality. But aside that, and they need more energy as well.
Yes, they do. They need someone who can drop into the midfield like he's doing right now. Keep the pressure on those centre backs, and also on the counter when he does get into a very good position, give them something to play for outside as an outlet.
So ball goes for Chelsea. Willing to occupy the Arsenal centre backs, and fantastic from Reece James.
That's what you need.
And absolutely good pass through ball. He finds Garnacho. Chelsea with the ball. Can they get that second goal? Alejandro Garnacho takes his man on, and Chelsea would win a corner once again. The fans are celebrating.
That's ironic. Yeah. The irony
of celebrating a corner against Arsenal. You don't see this often. But Carl, are you disappointed in Mikel Arteta for his tactics? Should he not be throwing the kitchen sink at this Chelsea team?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but I think he should pump a bit of tenacity into the players. That's what matters, because character must come to play in such a high-stakes game.
So Chelsea with the corner. Can they be 2 times lucky and get a second one against Corner FC? Ball goes in, a header out this time from Arsenal, and they will find Garnacho, man in the number 49 shirt, goes again. Chelsea with a cross into the box. Can Arsenal clear? No, they don't, and that should surely be a foul. No, it's not. There's a million in the box, and Arsenal can't hit Chelsea on the counter. But fantastic marshalling of the ball from Chelsea, who have shown a lot of maturity, and Pedro Neto will go all the way back to his goalkeeper.
And that's why Pedro Neto is the one playing instead of Esteval, because look, all throughout that corner I was only looking for one man, Gabriel Martinelli, because once you give the ball to him and he's one-on-one, you are finished no matter where you are on the pitch. So it's very good that they double teamed him and got the ball there, because if he had got a hold of that ball, it will be over, no matter where he is.
So Arsenal are about to throw the kitchen sink at it. Former Chelsea player is coming on. Chukwunoso Madueke is coming on for Gabi Martinelli. As well as that, Martin Odegaard will come on for Martin Zubimendi. So the Arsenal are about to throw the kitchen sink at Chelsea goal.
And they are doing it so early, even before the 60th minute. That tells you that Arsenal is not here to take a draw from this game. They want to come back and overcome Chelsea.
So Arsenal are coming to sting Chelsea. A few more attackers.
This is what I love about these two managers. Actually, ability to take risks. Look, Arteta knows he needs to go for it. He has put on 2 offensive players whom he thinks can create something, and he's taken out a bit of his defensive stability. That's a risk, but it can pay off. And here's the thing though, on the other side of things, if Maresca plays his cards well, that midfield has been weakened physically, and he can find some spaces in between.
Now, is he playing at the base of the midfield?
Exactly. So when they try to create, because there are too many offensive-minded players in Arsenal midfield right now, they can find some spaces in between or in behind that midfield and capitalize on that.
Absolutely. Arsenal with a lion's share of possession in the second half. Almost at the hour mark, 57 minutes played. Martin Odegaard, claps skipper on the ball. Finds former Chelsea player Chukwu onto Madueke. Back to Odegaard, the 2 substitutes. And Odegaard looks to get a pass, but Liam Delap would hold on to that particular one. Release it too early, and Pedro Neto will be disappointed.
Yes, absolutely. I think Chelsea needs to be a bit more tactical with how they play the ball out, and they need to hold on to the ball a bit more, because they need to find the right positions, the right timings in which to release that ball in order for them to capitalize on those chances.
Saka with the ball once again. Can Arsenal find that goal? Saka striking. It goes into the box, and Arsenal get their goal. 1-1, and it has paid off tactically.
Yes, it has paid off. Just relax there. Remember what I said. If you relax and you sit back, that's the worst thing you can do to this Arsenal team. You're allowing them to play, and that's exactly what has happened here.
Absolutely. So like we said, they've thrown it. Paid off.
And you see, have we hit the 60th minute yet? No, we have not hit the 60th minute, but he has made amends, leveled it, and now it is time to play. Now, bringing in Odegaard. Remember what happened at Newcastle? So difficult a terrain. Arsenal a goal down. Odegaard came to change the game, and I knew that was what was going to happen. Unfortunately, Chelsea should have stuck a bit more together, and they didn't do that.
Okay, so Enzo Maresca being a chance, would you put a blame on him?
Yes. I believe the instructions haven't gotten to the players yet. They are still adapting to the changes he's made, and they've dropped off after the goal. After the goal, they sat deeper and Arsenal kept.
You made that point.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, so Chelsea sat back, Arsenal dictated it, and Mourinho got the goal. And now the win is in Arsenal's shoes as well. And Wesley Fofana on the ball now. But then again, where does Maresca go from here, Winston?
Maresca needs to come out and he needs to play, but he also needs to be cautious. Obviously, now he has conceded, but he needs to play a balanced game in which Chelsea need to take their chances. You can't allow Arsenal to have the ball, and this is where Chelsea needs to be a bit smart and possess the ball. Because once you possess the ball, look, Pep Guardiola always said the best form of defense is to attack. But in order to attack, you need to retain possession. So they need to retain possession as much as possible, so that it limits Arsenal's opportunity to create chances.
Absolutely. Chelsea will look to hold on to the ball through Wesley Fofana, who strides forward, but he gives it away once again. And Arsenal on the ball. Madueke, can he get the ball into the box? No, he doesn't. Chelsea will win in the middle of the park. Liam Delap, who just came on. He's on the floor, looking for a free kick. He's not going to get one. But Arsenal on the attack. Can they get a goal? But no, that ball is cut out. Will it get to Garnacho? Yes, it does. He strides forward, but that will be a throw. But I mean, Eric, Arsenal are back in the game.
Yes, we are back in the game. It seems Arsenal have been playing against low block teams for a while. So since Chelsea went back to low block, it has opened the floodgate for us to play. So I'm not surprised that we have the equalizer. Let's see what happens in the next 10 minutes.
Absolutely. Let's see what happens in the next 10 minutes. And Arsenal will look to get something in the next 10 minutes. They have the wind in their sails currently. One man up. They scores R1-1. And Arsenal on the edge of the box. But what have you made of Odegaard's action?
It was a done deal. Yeah.
It was needed. He came in. I believe he has changed the game. He's opened it up a bit more.
So Pedro Neto gets a corner for Chelsea. But Kevin is excited. Now it looks like Arsenal are winning their series.
Well, it was always going to come, I was expecting this kind of battle, but I'm glad Arsenal have equalized very early, you know, and Chelsea still have the confidence they can get in, and I love what, you know, Maresca and his team are doing. They are making use of the flanks where they have their greatest strength in Neto and then Garnacho. Hopefully it works out for them. When they win these set pieces, they have the confidence they can get back another goal, just like they did in the opener, and that's not need to beware giving out some of these, you know, corner kicks, or do I say balls away in Chelsea's favor.
So the referee has seen something. What has he seen? There was a millie in the box. That looks like a foul to Arsenal. But the corner will be retaken. And Arsenal need to be careful in situations like these. We are still live right here at the ANC corner. Live in the radios as well. Sporting 106.1 FM. And I'm here with the likes of Winston Michaels, Eric. Today is here as well. As Kelvin Osans, a ball in the box. Can Chelsea get a second? No, they can't. And Arsenal will look to start it all over again. Yes.
Arsenal need the second one, and they need it in a hurry, because if they make a mistake and they get a red card, and this is even at 10 and 10 apiece, they are not winning this game. So they need to get it while they have their numbers advantage and before Cole Palmer steps on the pitch.
Absolutely. Before Cole Palmer steps on the pitch, Madueke on the ball now. Man in the number 20 shirt. And he goes all the way back and finds Declan Rice. Chelsea in a low block. Crossfield ball from Declan Rice. Finds Bukayo Saka, who watched that go out. For a throw-in to Chelsea. But then again, you talk about Arsenal getting a second. Do they need to just keep doing what they're doing together? Or if you're Arteta, there's something more will change?
No, you see, once you've gotten the equalizer, the momentum lies with you. Keep that intensity that you used to get the equalizer, get the second one, and then I'll size up the game for Chelsea to get tired before they make another decision. So the intensity must remain, especially with Odegaard in the vital areas against Chelsea.
Absolutely. Garnacho with the ball on the right flank, goes all the way back, finds Marco Cucurella. He goes back again to Trevor Chalobah, goal scorer. He goes to Wesley Fofana. He's been resolute for Chelsea. Finds Chalobah once again. He's dilly-dallying on the ball, and he swings a long one in and gives the ball away. And Arsenal have it once again. To Miles Lewis-Kelly. And Arsenal with a lion shot of the possession in the second half. Chelsea need to be resolute. But if you're Maresca, would you be looking to make more changes?
If I was Enzo Maresca, the game is. I would bring Andre Santos in that midfield, because I think the midfield is a bit tired. Rhys James has done a phenomenal job, but he can't do the job alone. He's been overloaded. So that's the change that I'll make. And then at some point in time, I'll bring in Cole Palmer, because everybody in the Arsenal setup know exactly what Cole Palmer brings to the fray.
So ball with Eze, looks to shoot, but then again, fantastic from Fofana, who has been absolutely brilliant. Finds a pass to Garnacho. Garnacho will he take his man on? He does. Looks to stride in field. Goes all the way to Pedro Neto, who finds himself getting the ball. Madueke gives that ball away. But Pedro Neto into the box once again. Garnacho gives it away to Rhys James. Back to Malo Gusto. Back to Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto to Rhys James. Rhys James all the way back to Trevor Chalobah. Chalobah goes to Marco Cucurella. Chelsea start this all over again. Ball in field. Finds Liam Delap. Fantastic take from Liam Delap. Finds Garnacho once again. Can Chelsea get one into the box? They do. But that is very lame. Miles Lewis-Kelly with the ball. And he will play that out. But Chelsea once again will get the ball. Garnacho on the right wing. Crossing to the box. But Arsenal are dilly-dallying in their own box. But Chelsea would want to win everything. And Wesley Fofana brings down Madueke. But what have you made of Madueke's introduction?
Well, he's not a player I would have fancied to come on at this time. In certain games like this, I would have expected Arteta to bring a centre forward, Gyökeres, bring him in, float the ball in a couple more times. All because the centre back, Chelsea centre back, Chalobah has he has a problem. It will be difficult for him to battle it down a couple of times, you know. And then I don't
fantastic ball behind the lines. But Malo Gusto will go back to his goalkeeper, and Robert Sanchez will launch a long run forward. And Chelsea will look to start building once again. Liam Delap up front. Rhys James. Liam Delap who chases it.
Rhys James is phenomenal.
But Rhys James.
Yes. In comparison to João Pedro was holding the ball up front. I don't think Liam Delap has done a good job.
He's not influenced the game in any way.
He hasn't influenced the game at all.
Mosquera is striding forward, finding the spaces. Arsenal on the attack. Can they find that defining second goal? That would surely put this game to bed. Ball to the edge of the box. Goes to Miles Lewis Kelly. Finds Madueke. Is he going to be the hero? Looks to take on his man. Chukun onto Madueke. Dilly Dally's on the ball. And he gives it away. He gives it away. And Odegaard, number 8, came on and changed the game. But Chelsea are in 6th and 7th. But Arsenal with the ball once again on the edge. Fantastic pass from Declan Rice. Arsenal are giving absolutely everything. But Chelsea themselves are not covering themselves in glory in the defensive line. And Arsenal will dominate possession. Are you surprised at the way the game is swinging?
No, I'm not surprised because look, Chelsea have allowed the game to get to this point. They shouldn't have sat back. They sat back and now they've conceded. And now they feel they have to play this way in order to remain in the game, which is quite unfortunate. But let's see how things develop.
By the way, I mean, you talk about Liam Delap.
He's been a passenger. He's been a passenger since he came on. He's not had any impact on the game. And I believe it's now more like 9 against 11 than 10 against 11. He's not adding anything to the attack. He's not defending. He's just been there. One less player.
But to hold brief for Delap, I think these situations were expected. You are part of a team that are a man down. You are the one man up top. For your team to get the ball to even launch it to you to hold up the play, it's a rare occasion.
But the number of times they've launched it to him, he's not been able to keep it.
Because he's always outnumbered.
He's lost it so easily. But we saw João Pedro doing the same job.
Arsenal on the attack, ball into the box. Can they find a second? Chelsea will concede a corner. And Arsenal will need to do to them what they did to them. Very, very dangerous. And Calvin Oshanta, it is a corner. Arsenal definitely need an opportunity to go up front.
Well, see, I like how Odegaard has opened up the game. He was the one I was expecting. You know, if you play Madueke and you play Eze plus Odegaard, because 90 job. They should bring on, jokers to come and cause some problems. I want him there. I want that proper centre forward there to come cause lots of havoc for Chelsea. This is a game Arsenal shouldn't draw. Should be a straight 3-1 victory.
So it's a corner. Can Arsenal put this in the net? They are good in these situations. They've got one goal against them in this game. Do they have what it takes to come back into this one? Ball launched into the box and straight into the gloves of Robert Sanchez. Who will look to launch that counter-attack? But then again, Arsenal have covered the ball.
Yeah, he needs to calm down. Look, I do believe you are getting into the point in the game where psychologically the Stamford Bridge faithful need to see something that will motivate them. Look, Esteban was doing that in the first half. This is where you need Cole Palmer. And also, in terms of distribution, protection of the ball, Cole Palmer will do a better job. This has been amazing this game.
Absolutely.
Terrifying.
On the edge of the box.
I'm not sure what Garnacho was doing there.
Goes to Cucurella.
I'm not sure what he was doing there.
Chelsea find the second goal. And that was a good header. Great chance it was.
I'm not so sure what Garnacho was doing there. He should have taken a shot. I don't know why he turned around. But James has been phenomenal. And like I said, it's at a point in time where the Stamford Bridge faithful need something that will motivate them. And the players need something that will give them in that extra gear to go for the next 20 minutes. And Cole Palmer is going to be that spark.
And 29 minutes to go. Do Arsenal have what it takes to get the sucker punch? Chelsea have been brilliant, even though they've been a man down. They're on the edge. A shot! That wasn't going anywhere. Bukayo Saka launches on over. But you see, Saka hasn't had a grip on the game like he would want to.
No, because look, Chelsea set up in such a way to neutralize that right side. Because
so Arsenal are bringing on Victor Gyökeres. And he's coming off for Ebere Chieze.
Yeah, he's had an awful game. He's had an awful game. He hasn't really been in this game. And look, Arsenal want the goal, so and they're up a man. So I mean, it makes sense to try and throw the kitchen sink at Chelsea. Again, this is where Cole Palmer needs to come into this game to give Chelsea a bit of something to be excited about.
But apart from the tactical aspect of it, is this a message of intent that, listen, we want to go for this?
Yes, I believe he now sees the game there to be won. He thinks there's a chance to just go for it. And I believe if Arsenal get the next goal, the game will be more open because Chelsea will open up more trying to get the next goal and that would leave them. Oh, look at the lap.
And Arsenal would clear. Has done absolutely nothing since he came on. And Malo Gusto has had the better of Chukwunonso Madueke. Chelsea will win the ball in the middle of the park. Referee says that will be a free kick. And Mikel Merino goes down. And he has conceded a free kick for Arsenal. But Arsenal will start it off very, very well. But I mean, he's been very tactically disciplined, Merino. For me, one of the best players on the pitch.
Yeah, absolutely. I mentioned before we started the game that Mikel Merino reminds Mikel Arteta of his playing days. He plays very similar football to the way he played. So I mean, now a tactical brilliance in recruitment when it comes to Mikel Merino. He's worked out quite well for Arsenal this season.
Absolutely. Arsenal on the attack. Ball goes to Nkapi. Arsenal have everybody forward. Madueke. Is he the one to do the magic? Tries to go past this man. Across, and Chelsea will clear. But the ball is still on the edge of the box. Arsenal with Declan Rice finds a fantastic pass. And Arsenal will look to get that across. But into the hands of the goalkeeper. But Arsenal are nothing to do anything.
Yes, I think the intensity of the game has gotten to Chelsea. The players are more tired, and now we are seeing the difference of the extra man. Arsenal are taking advantage of the fact that they have an extra man, and they are going at Chelsea.
They are going at Chelsea. 73 minutes on the clock. Do they have what it takes to keep going at Chelsea? Chelsea would rule that red card in the first half. And surely that has affected the game, hasn't it?
Exactly, and of course, the imbalance would lead to a lopsided game, which was expected. But Chelsea, when they get the opportunities, do not look like a team that are, a man down. And yes. I believe if they push themselves just a bit, they might be able to give Arsenal some problems.
Absolutely, Arsenal are currently giving Chelsea problems, and that would roll out harmlessly for a goal kick to Chelsea. Time for Maestro to make some more changes, Winston.
Absolutely. Look, that midfield is a bit tired. They've been running since that red card, and in the second half, look, they've been overpowered because Arteta's freshened that midfield, brought in a lot of fresh legs who have added a lot of energy to Arsenal's game, and leaving that onus on Reece James and the likes. You can clearly see Reece James is jogging, Enzo Fernandez dragging his feet. They are tired. They need a bit of some injection of new blood, fresh legs, just to freshen up that midfield. But I think Maresca is just looking to see how things are going to go.
Arsenal on the front foot. Can they get a second goal? Chelsea will retreat. Arsenal on the edge of the box. Fantastic pass, but that's cut out by Chalobah, who has been monumental as well in this game. Can Chalobah launch a counter-attack? Chelsea are moving forward. Chalobah goes and delivers the worst pass in the history of football. That was a very bad pass.
It's expected. It's expected because you see, in football, if you are stifled of possession, immediately you get the ball, you want to do something quickly about it. Unfortunately, Chalobah is good, but as a defender, creativity is nil.
And that the lap substitution comes again because they don't feel like they are not confident of his ability to keep the ball up there for the team to get up there. So they are just trying to find the easy way out. He's been non-existent then since he came on.
Absolutely. So they just said the lap has been live from the ANC corner. This is powered by TCL. We're watching the game on a beautiful 98-inch TCL screen. We are here at the ANC corner. Ball on the edge of the box. Martin Odegaard. And it goes into the box. Can Arsenal get the second? But that's surely it's a goal kick.
That's a goal kick.
Was he offside?
No, that's a goal kick.
Julian Timber was wondering what was happening. Yeah, so Joker raised his leg.
Yeah, that's a goal kick. That's definitely a goal kick.
Absolutely. 76 minutes played. Arsenal are having a very tough time, even with 11 v10. They should be doing a lot better. Eric is watching this game, looking very tense. Eric, you should be comfortable. You're one man more.
In spite of the fact that Chelsea are 10 men down, they are the home side. And the attack is swift. But for the likes of Garnacho, I think Chelsea would have gotten a quick 1.5. That's why I'm worried. And also, I don't trust the two center back. That's why I'm worried and tense.
We have 11 men. You shouldn't do it. You should look forward to your team getting a second and maybe even a third in this particular one as we do go along. Kelvin, is it a question of how or a question of when the second goal for Arsenal should come?
Well, it could come at any time, and it's all about Arsenal getting Martin Odegaard a lot more times on the ball. He's the brain of this team. He's the one who can unlock, the Chelsea back line. And I've seen a couple of times, just that it looks like Chelsea have identified Caicedo as the major Arsenal threat. So they are piling players on him, giving him very limited space. So that is the most difficult thing. But they still keep the ball to Odegaard, and then he should try to find.
Ball to Chelsea. Can they find a second Arsenal player? Chelsea will look for something more. There's a player down in the box, and ball to Cucurella. Finds Delap. Can he shoot? He does. A fantastic save. But Delap gets a shot. But he should have done a lot better.
That's his only contribution to the game since he came on.
Absolutely. But Chelsea are looking for something, but they're not going to get it. But Arsenal on the attack. Saka shoots, and that goes over the ball.
Yeah, he hasn't been in his element today, Saka.
But Enzo Fernandez should watch it. Raya is trying to ride him up, and then again he should not fall for this. But Chelsea have made those substitutions, and they've looked to be in the game. But I mean, I've been impressed with Maresca.
Absolutely. I mean, his back has been against the wall since the 33rd minute, right? And for him to even go a goal up and still be in this game at this moment in time, I think a lot of credit has to be given to Enzo Maresca, because look, what he's done is very, very commendable. To be in this game in the 78 minutes, going toe-to-toe with the 11-man Arsenal, I think it's something of note.
Arguably, it's something of note. Arsenal currently, arguably the best team in Europe. They are holding up against this Chelsea team who are a man down. But Chelsea will look to build their attack. But that would be a throw into Chelsea. And Enzo Fernandez has half been puffed in his annual. But I mean, Gyökeres on, Madueke on, Odegaard on. Do you want to see any more changes from your coach, Mikel Arteta?
Well, that brings another dimension for Arsenal in terms of attack, where a whipped cross by the left-footed left winger in Noni Madueke is something that they can consider. We saw what Calafiori did for Madueke in the Champions League, but Arsenal are yet to even string one opportunity along that side. And believe you me, if this game ends 1-1, it would cast questions on Arsenal's title credentials when the situation becomes very dire like this, because you are a man up, you have extra VT, and you cannot draw this game.
Absolutely, but Arsenal with an opportunity to make sure it doesn't end in a draw. Ball on the edge of the box. Madueke pops up on the other side, but he loses the ball, and Liam Delap will chase it like his life depended on it. And Arsenal will mock this up very well.
That's all he's been doing since he's been on, chasing the.
Yeah, he's had a shot. Maybe they brought him on to do that. Maybe. But Arsenal would get the ball up, and Chelsea would win in midfield, and Liam Delap would win the ball.
Rhys James has been fantastic this game.
Absolutely, the referee plays for his game.
Absolutely fantastic this game.
And then Mikel Merino.
Look, he's absolutely winded, but he's been so good this game. Rhys James, man, what a player! What a player!
But that begets the question: if Chelsea still had the full complement of their team.
Oh, absolutely. I'm 100% certain today they would have taken the points.
If Chelsea had a full complement of their team, it would be a different story.
Yes, it would have been a different game. I don't think Arsenal would have equalized, because that came in as a result of them being tired and being overwhelmed with the new creativity that was introduced in the shape of Odegaard and who else?
And Gyökeres.
Yes, and Gyökeres.
And Madueke.
Madueke, yes. Those changes really changed. It injected some pace into the game. But I think now it's died down a bit. And Chelsea are coping better with what is being thrown at them.
Absolutely. Go back to Raya. He's being pressed. But ball will go to Chalobah, who would win the ball, look for a pass. And he finds one in Enzo Fernandez, who has been brilliant as well in this game. Looks to take on his man. He does so beautifully. He will go back and find Mark Cucurella, and he will also go back to Trevor Chalobah. Wesley Fofana as well has held his own. But Arsenal will look to work the ball, and the goalkeeper in Robert Sanchez would look for a long run to the right channel, and he will find his man. But Chelsea will win a throw-in. But now it's here about Chelsea looking for that winner. or they should hold what they have.
Look, you need to stay in this game as long as possible, being down a man, and if at the end you get 1 or 2 opportunities, you have to make it count.
Absolutely. But Liam Delap recklessly brings down Julian Timber. That's a horrible foul from Liam Delap. He'll be lucky not to get a booking for that. The referee is speaking to him. Maybe his first foul.
You know, the first half and the way he reffed the first half has really dictated the second. You can clearly see in this game, in this second half, so many fouls that should have been yellow.
Yeah.
He's really kept his cards in his pocket because he realizes the damage that he caused in the first half.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Arsenal with the ball. Can they find that all-important second goal that would completely deflate any chances of Chelsea getting anything from this game? Ball in the center of the park. Miles Lewis Skelly. He's miles away from his left back position, striding into midfield. Ball goes to the right. Arsenal working the ball into the box. Can they find a cross in? Chelsea are being very resolute. Saka strikes in, and the ball goes out for a goal kick. Surely. And Madueke. Madueke, what have you made of him since he came on?
Martinelli wasn't fit. He was coming from an injury. So I think the fact that Trossard is not available is the next option on the bench. So, but I still stand by my prediction. I believe he will score the winning goal.
Okay, absolutely. Eric is confident that within the next 7 minutes plus injury time, Arsenal will get the winner or 2. Let's see what happens with that. Well goes forward. Chelsea will look to winning. But Arsenal are resolute, physical battle, and everybody is exhausted. But Liam Delap will get to that. Brilliant centre forward play, and the referee is blowing for something. The second half altogether has been a different shade from the first.
It has. It's been more controlled, more tactical, more trying to use the men at hand to get the results, and less ferocious tackles. I think the tackles have been less, so we are seeing the game flow a bit more than the first half.
Absolutely. Chalobah with a long run forward, looking to find Liam Delap, who watches the ball go. Miles Lewis Skelly, who bounce up the pitch. James will look to win it. He does. Ball with Enzo in the box. Can Chelsea get one? Garnacho controls it beautifully and lays it on to Enzo. Enzo goes into the box, and absolutely brilliant defending from Arsenal. Who will look to hit Chelsea now on the counter. But the ball is won in midfield beautifully by Malo Gusto.
The boys are battling.
And Chelsea on the strike. Malo Gusto, the right back, crosses into the box to nobody in particular. And that will be a goal kick. But Chelsea are fighting.
Yeah, the boys are definitely battling. You can clearly see it. I think Malo Gusto in the next 10 minutes should be very, very careful, because if you've noticed, Chukwunonso Madueke has switched to the other wing, and Saka has come down here.
Yeah.
So they must be very, very, very vigilant. Arsenal are looking to play. I think Saka is looking to find some joy down here on the left flank.
Absolutely. Saka is looking to find some joy, and he has exactly 4 minutes to find that joy.
From the time he got the yellow card, he's been able to keep Saka quiet and frustrated.
Absolutely. But Arsenal are building. Can they get the ball into the box? Robert Sanchez will grab that, and he will find Pedro Neto. Can he take on this man? Pedro Neto strides forward. Man in the number 7. Can he go anywhere? He shoots, and that was a terrible one. Very close from Pedro Neto, but he should have done a lot better.
Yeah, he's trying to replicate what he did last season at the Stamford Bridge. When Arsenal took the lead, he scored a spectacular goal. I think that's what he wanted to recreate.
Absolutely. But Enzo Maresca has made no more changes. Is he looking to finish the game with this set?
I mean, so far they are doing well, but it's very risky to finish the game with this set, because the longer the game goes on, you can clearly see they are.
And Chelsea has had 11 attempts to Arsenal's 5, despite being a man down, and 4 shots on target to Arsenal's 3. Can Arsenal get that winner? Ball still in the Arsenal half, in the Chelsea half. Arsenal are pinging the passes together. Chelsea are being resolute. Can now do what? Do they have what it takes to unlock this Chelsea defense? Ball goes to the right, cross goes into the box. And Arsenal get a goal. They shoot. Fantastic play from the bar.
That's a red card.
And that is a terrible foul. A very terrible foul from Victor Yokeres. Yeah, but I mean, if the stats were up, if the stats were up, it's dangerous play.
We have to see the VAR. I want to see how close he was to Robert Sanchez because. So let's see what happened here.
So ball went in.
What a save from Robert Sanchez. What a save.
If the stats were up.
Yeah, if the stats are up, it's a
yeah, the stats are up or not. Just look at that.
If the stats are up, yeah, that's dangerous. That's dangerous.
I mean, that's surely a red card.
That's dangerous play.
If this goes to VAR,
yeah, the stats were up.
But I mean, if this goes to VAR,
his leg. That's what is going to save him. He did not swing his leg. That's what is going to save him.
Well, I doubt he'll go to VAR. I doubt.
It might. It might. That's dangerous play.
But Victor Yokeres. No, I don't think this will go to VAR. But I mean, Robert Sanchez has been phenomenal.
I think he's been phenomenal. He's kept the team in this game. Honestly, Robert Sanchez is a candidate for. I'll give it to Rhys James, but Robert Sanchez is the second best Chelsea player today.
I mean, for a goalkeeper who had come under a lot of stake. After the Club World Cup, he seems to be on a certain trajectory for Chelsea.
Yes. He's been so good. He's been calm. I believe the only mistake was the United game where he lost his head. But after that, he's been very good for them in the pool.
So 89 minutes played. We're yet to find out how many minutes of time added on we are going to have right here, and it will determine quite a lot. Ball is launched forward. Chelsea would win it up front, but Arsenal are still going to fight and look for that one. That would keep them in this one. The title race, and Chelsea through Malo Gusto will stride forward. And what is Rhys James doing? And Chelsea would hold on to the ball. And there's a man down, and it will be a throw into Chelsea. We are yet to find out. Pedro Neto is down, and Chelsea are looking to roll away time. Is it a wise thing to do?
I don't think it's a wise thing to do, no. Unless it's a real injury, I do not think it's a wise thing to do. I don't know what happened there. We'll have to look at that. I think that's purely accidental. Purely accidental.
Purely accidental on the Achilles of Pedro Neto. We're going to see how many minutes. We have 4 minutes of time added on.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see Cole Palmer in this game, honestly. I think the game, they will probably just try and manage this game. Look, with 10 men, a 1-1 draw is a very good result for Chelsea. With 10 men.
Very, very good.
Absolutely. So Arsenal should fight for the shooting day.
This is more of 2 points lost than 1 point gain, even though it's at the Stamford Bridge, because the record at the Stamford Bridge in the past couple of years have been very good, and when you are on a title charge like this, having a man's advantage, it should count in a way, but so far it's not counting.
So far it hasn't. 1 minute of time added on play, 3 minutes to go. Can Arsenal master something in these 3 minutes? Do they have it up their sleeves? Do Chelsea have what it takes to keep their resilience? Arsenal are huffing and puffing. They are pushing every button. Do they have what it takes? Rice takes a shot in, but Chelsea will clear. And Pedro Neto will slip. But Arsenal with the ball. Madueke, can he take on this man? He does. Ball into the box. Arsenal will clear. A long cross, a header, and Chelsea are resolute, and it is offside.
Yes, I think that on the balance of play, a draw is what it's looking like will happen here. Honestly, I think Arsenal have missed an opportunity here because they played most of this game with 11 men. They should have capitalized on it, but unfortunately, the game is the game. You can't win them all.
You can't win them all. But I mean, for Chelsea, 1 point in this game, it's something they should be proud of.
Oh, it is something, given the circumstances, it is something they should be proud of. Look, it keeps them where they are. They can build from this, and having a very good week against Barcelona and arguably the best team in the world right now, Arsenal, and coming out with 4 points, I think they couldn't have hoped for anything better.
Absolutely, they couldn't hope for anything better. But they still have 2 minutes to ensure that they will keep this our priority. Do Arsenal have what it takes to cough up something? I mean, squeaky bum time, baby. Arsenal need to do it now or never.
Yes, if they want to come out of Stamford Bridge with the 3 points, it has to be now. Because Chelsea has been so good defensively this second half. And Cucurella, I don't know, he's been so good after the yellow card. I thought he would lose his head. But he's been so disciplined, so consistent.
And David Raya will move one forward. And it will come all the way to Pedro Neto. And surely, now inching towards the end, Miles Lewis Kelly, can he launch a long one forward? Do Arsenal have something down the sleeve? Do they have something down their sleeves? Do they have what it takes to deflate this Chelsea resilience? Ball to Madueke, who's found himself on the left, finds Lewis Kelly, goes back to Madueke. Can he find a cross or not? Brilliant pass from Madueke. Can Arsenal get a goal? A header across. And Arsenal come very close, but they don't get that goal. But Chelsea through Garnacho will defend. A header. Can Arsenal get it in? And ball goes over the bar. Surely that is that now, Winston.
Yeah, that's it. I think on the balance of the play, a fair result for Chelsea. I think both these teams actually will consider themselves quite fortunate to go away with a point each.
I mean, that was close. We are still live on Sport 106.1 FM in the capital. We are still live from here, the ANC corner. Surely, that should be that. Almost 4 minutes of time added on played. And I mean, Arsenal fans will be disappointed because with a man advantage, they have drawn the match. And I don't know what to Kobe Perry. Kobe Perry, we speak to you and find out what you think about this game. Over to you, Kobe Perry.
All right. I want to get you some fans. Hello, sir. So, TCL. I want to do this one quick. TCL. This is our only winner. This was the one who predicted a go draw. Yes, a go draw. TCL. A go draw. So, he's the winner. So, a go draw. Alright, so a go draw. He's the only winner for the TCL t-shirt. Yes, he's the winner of the go draw. Yes, we need to take pictures. We need to take some pictures. Yeah. It's been a wonderful time. I still want to get reactions. Sir, how do you see the game?
Oh, it was a fair game. I told you after the first half, in this game, because of the red card, even it's an advantage for us now, it will also be a disadvantage for them. And you see how Chelsea played the second half. Even after they scoring the first goal, they were very consecutive, compact at the back. They don't want to give anything out of it. But I think it's a fair result.
Were you impressed with Arsenal?
No, I'm not impressed.
You're not impressed with Arsenal at all?
I think with a man down advantage, you should be capitalizing on that to get it. But it's not bad.
Sure. Another body at the office, as the Arsenal fans say. Hello, sir. Were you impressed with the game?
It was alright. We've been losing every single game. We had a red card, so it wasn't a bad performance.
Is it time to find a solution to the red card situation?
No, we just have to keep going at it.
All right, you have to keep going at Chelsea fans. All right, sir. You are the winner for the TCL raffle. Were you impressed with the Chelsea game?
Yeah, I was impressed because so far the red card came, I think, in the 30th minute.
Yes.
But we managed to maintain the game. I think sometimes I'll give a blame to Maresca. One of the changes, have to make changes.
All right.
So you can see clearly that Pedro Neto was tired, so you have to do some changes. We need, Santos in the game. But by the way, a good 1-1 draw is a good thing.
Yes, 1-1 draw at the Stamford Bridge with one man will be something that you'll be confiding in. You take it like that, right?
Of course, we'll take it like that.
Sure. Thank you, sir. Hello, sir. Were you impressed with Chelsea's performance in this particular one?
Yeah, well, we did go one man down, but still, Arsenal weren't able to score.
Okay, so one man down, but still Arsenal wasn't able to beat Chelsea, and you were impressed with your team.
Yeah, I mean, they showed their fight. Wow, it's impressive.
Thank you very much. Yeah. So as you can see, scenes from ANC corner. As you can see, scenes here from ANC corner. We did a viewing party, Sport TFM 106.1. It's been an amazing one. Trust me, it's quite engaging, quite chaotic as well. The red card in the game sort of turned it down a bit, but definitely it was a good watch in all. Right from here, ANC Mall, viewing party, Sport TFM, Chelsea take on Arsenal. Ended in a 1-1 draw, and definitely it was a good one to watch. Right over to you in the studio.